Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. We appreciate your presence on this fine, fine day. Thank you for being here. A special warm welcome, though, to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations. We hope you enjoy watching this group of friends play some Dungeons and Dragons, telling some stories, telling awful jokes, and talking about weird concert experiences like we do sometimes, you know, just, I don't know. That was the topic that was coming up today. A little bit of housekeeping, though, before we get into some fun game stuff. And we got a fun episode, at the very least, because we left off on an interesting note, which Connor will get to in a moment. If you like watching things live, if you want to support some live work that we do, and you like watching things and interacting with us, head on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where you can follow us over there. You can interact with us live as we play this game starting at around 4 p.m. Eastern time, when I don't have to go pick up a car that was, you know, in the process of getting repaired, and they said would be done by 1 o'clock, but hey, don't worry about it. We also play a number of different things throughout the week, so you can chat along with us as we're playing the game live. If you need to catch up on previous episodes, if you want to catch our episode 1 through 15 roundup, future roundups to come, if you want to watch a bunch of other gaming content and ttrpg content, you can head on over to YouTube. Search Dicefunctional. In the future, it will be at Dicefunctional over there on YouTube, because they're doing a whole rollout thing. That's actually pretty cool. You can subscribe over there, be one of our first 100 subscribers as of recording this. I almost got subscribers out in one word. It's okay. And you can be in the know when all that happens. We also have all of our campaign 1 up there. There's a whole lot of content over there that you can set your eyeballs to, even put it on the background, catch up on an awesome, fun story. If you are out somewhere and you're like driving, you're not supposed to be watching things live or on YouTube, we got a podcast feed for you. You can search Dicefunctional, whatever podcast feed it is that you like listening to while pretending to do things for the man and contribute to capitalism. You can catch all of our campaign 1 on the same feed, as well as the awesome recaps will all be there as well. If you want to connect with us on socials, at Dicefunctional, pretty much everywhere except for Twitter, at Dicefunctional with an underscore at the end. We interact with you guys. We love talking TTRPG stuff. So if you're doing something too, talk with us about it, spread the word, and let people know what it is that we are doing here as well. That is enough of me talking your fucking ear off. If you need the links will be in the description below. But we got some D&D to get to, so Connor, take it away!
Jace, I like that every introduction you do steadily becomes more and more anarchist as we go on further.
It's only going to get worse. I can promise you that. Hey, you out there, tune in for future anarcho just randomness from me. Do it.
Jace is going to wind up on stream with a Molotov at some point. So, last we
Challenge
left
accepted.
off
you have 3 cats.
our group of daring detectives. They had just broken into the home of Clara Selvagia, a individual that was under the watch of one Detective Setsuna Deliva. In the process of making a deal with the fellow, you guys decided that you were going to get in there and find out what happened to Clara. So you guys made your way inside of the building, and you found what had happened, learning that Clara had been eaten alive by a cat. And someone has been let into their home, or broke into their home, and is being a general menace, for lack of a better term. There, you guys then got what information you needed, retrieved said cat, and spoke with Detective Deliva about what has been going on, and what Darius, the group's own detective, has going on in their life and what they are trying to solve. You guys came to some unnerving conclusions about what might be happening to changelings across the country of Ekes, both south and seemingly the north as well. You guys then made your way back to your cart while Detective Deliva then made his way out of Magrin back to Sirvazello, the town he is from. And you guys had some discussions about who might be the source of the trouble here. All of you revealed little bits of yourselves a little bit more. Granny especially revealed some interesting details about their life. But just as the group was about to learn more about Rot, the party's warlock / nerd, someone knocked on the door. And it turned out that Mr. Oriol... oh my god, I forgot his name.
Markstel?
Meritzel.
Marixel. There we go. Sorry. Oriol Marixel.
Mr. Bitch Boy.
We probably shouldn't call him that right now.
Mr.
Was-
Little Bitch.
No, he's still bitch boy.
Decided to come on over here and give you a little message through another person, where you then learned that the hit that was put out on you guys for 10,000 gold was not actually a sanctioned hit. And you guys were effectively set up as the fall guys for stealing from a mob boss. And that's where we left off. So, let me get some music going for you guys. What do you want to do?
Alrighty. So, first order of business, Costello.
Still in my room right now.
This is why I am calling out to you.
Yes.
You might
sure.
want to join the party. Things have become a bit more serious.
Okay. I'll come out of the door right now.
So,
Costella comes out of her room carrying several paintings and a large sword.
good call. So, we're all in the process of figuring out exactly these things that we're looking for, seeing as, well, it turns out the cart where we grabbed the money from wasn't actually a hit on us. We were just told.
Oh shit.
I know. It is rather inconvenient, but this is a new issue that we have. So, what is it that you are currently looking for?
What exactly is that question? Because I'm always looking for something.
Well, as we have come to figure out, Daras is currently looking for her partner and her child. Granny, what was it that you were looking for currently?
I wasn't looking for anything in particular, just...
No, Granny's just being followed by someone.
Ah, that was right. Granny is being followed by someone. There is a little orb that was in the air, scrying ritual, if you're not familiar with such things. Tana,
Once the moon.
once the moon. We're going to steal the moon at some point. You can be in on this. It is going to be an adventure.
Well, I personally don't want it, but I need it.
Why
Someone
didn't
else
you
wants
tell me
it.
though?
Would you believe me?
Maybe not, but that was a little far-fetched to be honest.
It is okay. We will figure out a way to do it. Again, all for good reasons, not for personal gain. Probably find a way to put it back later. That is a couple of steps down the road. Fizzy's hometown is being taken over by mushrooms, no? That was it?
Which makes the fact you can talk to mushrooms a bit more morbid.
Something about being able to communicate with your oppressors, whatever that may be. Rot was going to show us something, no?
The time's passed, all that is fine. It's no big deal.
Are you sure?
No, you can
Now, this
share.
is a very good
What?
opportunity.
I feel like the moment was sort of ripped from me. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Castella is about to
Rot.
share with us as well.
If it's something that we can help with,
It was less of a like, you can help with this. It's more of a like, this is me showing that I trust you all enough to.
Oh.
you don't trust us now?
No, I do, but I just like felt like it was sort of a moment, and then it wasn't a moment, and then we got threatened to die, and that was
Well, seeing as we have been threatened to die, no, it might be a good idea to know who you are. We are just kind of all sharing this at the
Or
moment.
can I make a suggestion? Wait until the most dramatic moment you can to
But what if-
reveal.
But the only problem is I'll overthink it and then the moment will be over. It's gonna just very be like, hold the mask and be like, just a warning, if you're squeamish, it's kind of gross under here, so Rat will take the mask off and which side of the face is it? Is it the right
Facing
left.
them, it's right.
the right
You're-
Left
side?
side.
Yeah. Aside of Rat's face, I don't fucking care about directions. It's in the art, you'll see it.
Ooh.
Of Rod's face is just like fully exposed bone with like pieces of like ligament and stuff like rotting away. Rod has one eyeball.
Oh, that is cool.
How do you see?
I don't ask questions. How am I alive? This is bone.
I mean, so is Ash's arm.
But honestly, I asked the same question quite often.
That's a good question.
There was that. Well, that lion man was still alive.
That's why I wanted to sort of be friendly, but he was very frightening. I tend to lean more towards the less frightening side of things usually.
Can you feel it?
No, I've never really thought about it that hard. Please don't touch the bone. I just can't believe I've had to actually say that.
I would like to remind you all, Deus is crunk right now. I did fail the con save last session.
Seriously, don't.
Question? How does that happen?
Another great question. It's just sort of happening.
Was that a catalyst?
Yes, well,
Was this some type of like new virus we need to be worried about?
first of all, no. This is. Let me just clarify. This isn't contagious. First of all,
We probably would
If
have
that's
gotten
your
it by
question.
this point, honestly.
I want you to know, Deus does have an amused face. You know she's fucking with you.
that would be a do I know she's fucking. Rod is very stressed right
That's bad.
Rod's sort of just gonna like. Rod's hands are very much like squeezed into their pants, like clutching handfuls of their pants, while they're talking to you guys. Well, sort of. It might have been my fault. Why this happened. Long story short, I wanted to be a wizard, but I was very bad at it. And the person teaching me was not very happy about that. So once I become a wizard, that's my grand plan. Once I become a wizard, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fix it.
They couldn't fix it before, so you can become a wizard more safely.
You know, this is all part of the plan, I'm sure.
I think it's a good
Deus
plan.
is just gonna glance over at Granny.
Granny's just kind of like nods sympathetically along, like, yeah, that can be the plan.
However, there is a bit of a hitch. I don't have as long as I thought to complete the plan. I've got about a year before I die. So it's sort of it'll all work itself out in the end, I'm sure. It's all part of the plan.
This just
It
really
can
feels
be
like
done.
a slow way to kill you.
They will.
Who's your mentor?
Remember big fancy tower that was built by that really great, incredible wizard?
And I asked if you were competing against.
Yeah. That was them.
If they're so good at doing magic, why can't they fix you?
Well, first of all, I don't think I'm broken. So I don't think fixing. Unless no, it's not about I have to do it. It's a personal sort of challenge, I'm sure.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
like the way you were looking at me.
No.
Honestly, the knowledge is out there. If you're able to find this and figure out what this is, this could lead to a huge advance in medical technology. I, for one,
Listen-
think this is a marvelous endeavor. A little bit of pressure never hurt anybody, no?
Can I do an insight on Asher right now?
Go for it.
I don't trust how calm you're being about this.
Yeah.
Asher's the one thinking this through the most for the first time in a while. Like, I trust this completely. I'm not at all angry.
It's only a 16.
Asher was trying to keep it a little bit close. Asher loves the idea for what... First of all, you would know, traveling with Asher, any pursuit of knowledge, Asher's just on board, no matter what. Two, there's definitely some sort of angle where, like, okay, I'm in because this might help me with shit I'm working with.
Grand is gonna speak up as well and just go, listen, Rod, you know your situation a lot better than any of us could ever. If whatever route you want to take to fix this, I'll be right there with you. All right?
Appreciate it.
You can put the mask back on if you're uncomfortable.
Thank you.
Of course.
Immediately.
Rod,
Like you don't have to do that.
thank you for trusting us with this.
No problem. I figured since, we've all been threatened as a group, if we
Correct.
died, it would haunt me, being like, well, I never knew. I could have been anyone over here. Just a slimy little skeleton man.
I mean, to be fair, he's still quite handsome.
Oh, you should have seen me before. Dead ringer. Super hot.
I mean, some
Gotta fake that confidence to somebody really.
some people really like scars. Does this count?
This count as a scar.
I don't know.
Sort of all.
I feel like it.
But no skin to scar. Sort of just bone.
I don't.
I don't know if I'd want to meet the people who are into that because I feel like it's a weird thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Aye. Well, if I know anything from being from the Feywild, nothing is impossible to change or reverse as long as you still have your true name. There's magics in this world that are more powerful than anything you could imagine.
This is
There's
true.
why you looking like that.
Also, there is technology.
Get back here.
How are you doing that with your body?
It's so weird.
You're turning so smoothly. Wow.
You're a lazy Susan. How are you doing that?
I did not think
on a swivel chair. Does not know. I requested Rizzy put this in here.
Sorry, Jake.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Rizzy is an equal up partner in all of this. I understand. Costello, for the interest of giving you all of everybody's information, as far as we're all trusting each other in this, seeing as we are all in whatever this is together, we are a group now. I'm in the process of working on automation in order to better the lives of the individuals all around us. I'm also in the process of building a gun that could kill a god in one shot.
I mean, I overheard that through Ruben, but I didn't think you were actually gonna do that.
Well, no, I fully intend on doing this.
Actually,
Okay.
Darius is gonna pull out one of the pomegranates and hand it to Ruben at this point.
Ruben starts ripping it open.
I'm gonna say an unopened pomegranate is what he said.
Surprisingly strong. For a
And
little
over
guy.
the period of this conversation, Ruben will slowly begin to be stained red with the pomegranate juice,
Ah, he's natural
like
color.
entirely.
Covered in the blood of his enemies.
In this case, the pomegranate.
Oui, it is a very honorable enemy.
Yeah.
To be fair, Kaz wants her uncle out of jail.
There is that, of course, but Kaz, what else is it you are looking for? What could be said about you that is maybe your reason for continuing this adventure? I believe at this point, once we figure out who the fuck is trying to set us all up, it seems we all have some lofty goals and some things that are going to take a bit of time. I will admit, I'm not used to traveling with a bunch of strangers, but we all seem to work very well together, and we can help each other do some very good things and help each other out. So what is it that you are trying to do?
Didn't really think about that, honestly. Other than helping my uncle out. Mostly just to steal shit, honestly.
There'll be a lot of cool shit to steal.
I mean, do you know how hard it is to steal stuff when you're working at a circus?
Quite difficult.
Circus with your family as well.
I mean, they get mad when I steal shit.
I mean,
So.
to be fair, we are working with someone right now who's been essentially convicted of treason in the north. If we continue to help him, we're bound to go to some weird places that might have valuable shit.
That's good.
Asher's gonna insight that whole thing, by the way.
Okay.
Not in like a suspicious way, but like, is there anything else kind of going on under the surface? Not great. That's a total of 9.
Okay. Seemed relatively straightforward.
Okay.
Well, that all being said, we all have things we're after. Let's we need to discuss the elephant in the room.
Right. What should we call ourselves?
See, I was also going to make the joke. I was like, well, his name's Sermit, actually, and he's a dog. Like,
There's no elephant in
That's
here,
also
Garrett.
better. It's true, there is one.
How is that what Fizzy knows about? How does Fizzy know what an elephant is?
Maybe she doesn't. She just knows there's a one.
There's elephants over there.
I know what dogs are. I know what cats are. I see nothing that would be.
All right, fair enough, I guess.
There are spiders and there are ducks walking around in here as well.
Wait,
No,
But I know what those are.
Mhm.
I've seen those before. I don't know what an elephant is, but I know there's not
But
one
it-
here.
you don't know what it is, but it ain't one of these.
First of all, it's a ton of phrase. Second of all,
Elephant.
I'm sure I can find a book with a picture of an elephant in it.
second of all, that is certainly a dog.
Of course he is. The best dog.
Third of all, that is not a priority, Asher.
Why not?
I think
Because we
need
have someone trying to kill us right now.
If we are all
I just
going to
think-
die, we need to have a cohesive name.
one. If we're gonna stick together,
How would they
you
list
never
it
have a
if
group
we,
without a name.
if we all died together, they'd be like, oh, this group of random people died together. That'd be horrible newspaper. Need a big headline.
What the
The
what are
more we-
the town criers are not going to know what to say.
The more we talk about it, the more I want us to be strangers killed together instead of a group.
I think they're gonna list every one of our names in order. No.
What would no, I'm not gonna let you all go down that rabbit hole. What are we calling ourselves? Let's hear it. One of you's bound to have a suggestion.
One sitting.
Well,
Then why are we bringing it up when we have more pressing things?
I was
Well,
just wondering if anybody had an idea personally.
no, there's what? There's 7 of us, and we're pretty sleuthy. 7 sleuths. Nice.
Ronnie, you were in like crime gangs, and that's what you.
The crime gang.
You were crime
Maybe
gangs.
Granny-
That was a long
Sure.
time ago, huh?
Maybe Granny didn't come up with the names.
That's
That-
It was
that's-
kind of a group effort.
All right, so everybody think of this.
We'll sit on it.
Second priority.
Preferably before we get murdered
Oui.
by the family.
Oui.
Preferably.
Yes.
Alright, let's set some ground rules. First of all, we're now actively being hunted from the sounds of it, and as much as it pains me to say what I'm about to say, no one goes alone anywhere.
I feel like the only person who needs to hear that is the
me.
one saying it.
I'm aware. That's why I said it pains me. No one alone. Second of all, Asher, what do you need to make more of those earpieces?
I would just need a spell scroll for message. I can just melt down gold coins. Easy enough.
We need to get the rest of those to people.
I'm going to put a call into my mother.
Third of all, so, I'm missing a spouse who's a changeling. Your uncle was framed by a changeling.
Are you sure it's a changeling?
Most likely.
Most likely.
Hmm.
Everything seems to be leading that way.
A way of finding out if something is a changeling. It hurts, but it works.
Do we shoot them?
No,
Okay.
I have a spell.
That's like the last angle we go with.
I have a spell that if it hits the changeling, they come out of their form. Any
Sean.
shapeshifter.
Kinda.
Mhm.
Would I know of any other things that would work beyond a spell that does damage?
No, basically not. There really aren't other. There really are no silver bullets for changelings. Nothing that wouldn't just hurt.
Except
I know
one.
of another thing. It's not a painful spell, and it's also beyond my scope right now. But polymorph changelings are immune to that. So I
Yeah,
do know
that-
that, but like that's the thing I can do.
That as well,
The-
technically.
There are some Fae that can see through any sort of magic or disguise you have. I
Mhm.
don't know how they do it, but it's some sort of magic.
All right. That is another angle that we can look at. We have two options, one coming.
Question. Do we know if the changelings and the family stuff are connected?
That's kind of seems like it might be likely. I'm gonna talk to someone after we're done here that might be able to give us more intel.
So anybody could be a changeling.
True.
That relates to where I've gone with this. What's a great position to be in to gather knowledge of an area?
High traffic areas.
Who's coming in? Who's coming out? Who are some mildly unsettling people we've met recently?
Who lied about being related.
Who lied about being related and gave us train tickets? Knew where we were going, knew when we were coming. Maybe the train ticket people are in on it. Maybe they're changeling.
Which means,
They're just incredibly creepy twins who like to lie to people for fun.
I mean, there's a really easy way to find out if they're twins or not.
Shoot them both.
We go to the train. Well, no, we
No.
go to the train station.
Hold on.
No, there's a train station in this town. We'll go see if the ticket taker there looks the same. If not, then they're probably changelings because triplets are incredibly rare.
And if there are triplets, we go to another train station and find another one. And if there's four of them, no way.
At the point where there's four of them, I just start shooting them. I'm letting you all know. Look, we didn't shoot. We didn't just kill the last couple people, and then we took some money from them, and all of a sudden we're in this issue. One other thing that I just thought of: how do we know that that was R.L. Muxtell?
Also, a really great question.
It could have been another changeling that said something, had met them, was able to replicate their voice or whatever, but it was just a voice that we heard. So, at the very least, we have to be suspicious of everybody.
Turns
It's a
out, I
problem.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
I was
apologies.
saying it's just a problem. That's all I was gonna say.
Where?
Is there any way we can track who we all are?
Who we are?
Secret code word.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh. You see, I was about to say I don't like the fact that my reality has grown shaky because I don't know who people are, and now you've just introduced the idea that one of us could possibly be an imposter, and I hate that.
Not right now.
I could probably tell who all of you are by looking into your thoughts. See if you're lying.
You give
Suppose
me
it
a-
doesn't work on me, though. None of you
Hold on,
can
I
do
gotta
it as far as I know.
I gotta double check the level before I say this shit.
Meta.
Okay, just let me check the level on this spell. 'Cause I can't remember what level this fucking spell is.
Connor, question for you. So with the mansion, it's only the people that are allowed to come in. And
Yes.
the cart works off the same rules. So somebody who isn't actually one of this crew, even if they looked like one of this crew, would not be able to come in then, correct?
In theory, but if at any point you looked at them and just thought to yourself, oh yeah, that's them, they're allowed in, then you would effectively have allowed them in without realizing that that wasn't actually them. It's this really annoying kind of catch-22 with that spell where the moment you look at another person and go, oh, that's them, you would not have any reason to not think that's them. Therefore, you would passively think, yeah, they can come in. Yeah.
This is an interesting question, and it
Mhm.
won't become relevant until we level up again, but it's important to ask this question now.
Mhm.
Knowing someone's true name, do I know their true nature?
I don't necessarily believe that they would be one and the same. You can know their true name and not necessarily know their true nature.
Okay. So I get that next level.
Okay.
So I figured I'd ask. Well, we better pick a word then. A phrase. Something. Sorry, I'm laughing because let me do a wisdom check if I want to make that joke, because,
Yeah?
Self-report.
Let me do a quick check on that. She knows not to say the thing she just thought of.
Wow, Jairus, where'd you get that fantasy McDonald's stuff?
Oh, thanks for asking. I picked it up on the way back.
From fantasy McDonald's.
Here's the other thing. Compulsion spells can be used to get something out of a person, but not if it harms them. So it has to be something that is at least associated with something that would be harmful to you.
We
Otherwise,
could say a code phrase and then
we
prick
hold
our
out.
finger.
Prick our fingers over the book so the blood doesn't go away.
What?
That's a morbid thing to say.
Actually,
Yes.
what we could do
That's a good point.
as we go in, as we come in from the outside, you have to prick your finger and put it over the book. The book will
What?
reveal a thing that it is that you are working on. Someone who is not familiar with the book will not know how it works.
What book are you talking
The-
Oh,
about?
there's a book that we have where you bleed on it and it gives you magical information.
Why would you bleed on the book?
Because it gives you actually
that's how it
really
gives
good
you it.
information.
I don't know. Wait, have been people been doing this?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Asher and I both almost killed ourselves.
twice.
You don't have to do that much.
No, but if you don't, one, you're a coward. Two, you get better information if you just empty yourself onto the book.
Yeah,
All
it
hail
gives
the
you
book.
more.
All hail the book.
Well, let's not worship the book, Asher.
Things are going really fast.
Honestly, I don't believe in gods or anything like that. They're more of a very powerful inconvenience than anything else.
Oh, speaking of being honest,
Clocking grannies.
Yeah, I was like,
Ducking away.
okay, don't like the gods, I
Nope,
guess.
they're a powerful
fine.
inconvenience, and Asher's sticking to that statement.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I chose this.
how do I politely say I've met a god?
Well, just like
You
that.
By saying that.
Like that, this is good information. We will get back to the god thing later. That's a conversation we can have when we're in between things.
Yeah, I need to go talk to my.
I need to go.
What
out. I need to go talk to a friend.
What?
That was a good reaction. The other thing I would suggest is, first of all, we still have the cart that we got the money from. I'm going to go look through there to see if there are any other clues or anything like that. Honestly, I think one of the best things that we can do is all at least stay close, especially until I can get the earpieces. That way, we will know for sure who is all part of the group. Again, we are all in this together.
What do I do with the massive sword I just stole from the house?
Is it magic?
I don't know. I just picked
Right.
it up because it was shiny.
Right?
May I?
Asher is going to assist.
Can touch it?
Touch it?
You can touch it. It's not mine.
Actually, whatever information Rat does not get off of it, Asher will do identify and get more information if there is need.
Okay.
Well, what
So
do you find out from tapping it?
make your roll.
Which is the roll again?
Arcana.
Arcana?
No.
No.
You roll the
Investi-
investigation.
Investigation.
For touching
For touch?
something,
For
you get-
age touch?
You get that? Don't you? We've never rolled for that,
I think we have.
have we?
I believe so.
To touch
don't-
things?
I
You don't
cast
roll-
identify when I.
For identifying them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
nerd.
don't
I thought
roll
you were
for
just
the...
touching. I thought you were touching to find out if there was a school of magic on it.
Okay, I'll forget that.
Investigation.
That's just free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad.
So you are casting
Just
identify?
Basically.
Yeah, but it's not
Okay,
very
if
well.
you're doing identify and investigating, Asher is assisting. So
Okay.
go ahead and take advantage.
Roll at advantage. Which hopefully does not
Works.
help. What is with you on advantage recently?
What's with me in bad rolls forever?
To be fair, you get a 25 technically.
Yeah, it's a your
At least.
Yeah.
casting identify counts as a +10, so
Yeah.
it is a 25.
We're just trying to guess it.
This is what is known as an opal kingsblade. It is effectively a very well made and very ornate sword. In history, they were most likely given to old kings once upon a time. This is likely pre-schism, if you were to guess. So it's quite old. This one doesn't appear to be too spectacular, though. It's just a +1 sword, effectively.
What a long sword.
I'm double checking the terminology. I'm pretty sure long swords are the ones that can be versatile.
Yeah, they are.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
a long sword then.
It's a hand and a half. You one or two hands.
Oh, it's a bastard sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a bastard sword. And I'll pull up the image again in just a second.
Also, I wouldn't have to guess that it was pre-schism.
You would know it's pre-schism. It's pre-schism.
Because I know the age of things that
Your magic hand.
Wait a second.
Magic hand. Yeah, what's that?
We can also use that to tell if they're a changeling.
Hey,
True.
Wait a
can
minute.
do that
The
too.
age is wrong.
Well, actually, things that are natural shape changes, they don't show up by magic if they're changed.
No, but
But if I touched a rabbit and it came back and was like, age 27, I'd be like, that's not Tana.
Yeah, because a changeling can't change their true self. Their true self would still be the age they are.
unless we got highly inconvenient and they're the same age to the day.
It
Yeah.
would,
don't
it
think
would
that'd be
only
hard.
work on me. However,
Yeah.
if I'm able to sense people's thoughts and see if they're the real person,
And you can touch
and you can
people.
do it on me, that does cover everyone as long as the two of us aren't replaced or whatever.
You two can tag team challenge if people are real.
Yeah.
True enough, true enough.
And if anybody just is too suspicious, I just start shooting.
Yes. That's the spirit. Genuinely. Like
I also have a flamethrower now, so I can truly just torch the entire inside of this thing and be okay.
okay.
Also, I have explosives.
Be careful with those things.
Speaking
I don't
of,
know what you're
You're out-
talking about. They're perfectly
You
fine.
don't want to lose the other one.
This is why I'm not putting Phoenix Ash in any sort of explosives anymore. You hit something with Phoenix Ash, it just fails to exist anymore.
if
Okay.
we're going to be working together for some long period of time, we should know what everyone is capable of and sorts of resources at their disposal.
What do you mean?
You all know how everybody fights, and some things that people can do, but specifically, special talents, whatever they have access to, magic items.
I forgot to tell you all about this when I took my mask off. Say hi to Cause. Cause, say hello.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah.
Your sword's talking.
That
Your
is
sword, first
fucking
of all,
awesome.
I just wanted that out in the open just in case someone rolled up with a Fashard that didn't speak.
For-
Fashard.
What?
Weapons.
Fashard.
Fashards. Pole arm.
Why does it? He, it, they, she.
It's
Cause
It.
pronouns are it.
it is
okay.
fine.
Why does it talk?
Why do you talk? Because you're
Cause.
sentient, correct?
Yes.
Why is your weapon sentient?
Cause why? Could you introduce us to you?
I am Cause. I am the embodiment of Rot's pact as a warlock.
Oh.
I am also effectively by proxy their pact holder, kind of.
So you are holding the pact. Are you a deity? Just a powerful being?
I am a product of a deity.
Ah, which deity?
Say again?
Which deity?
Which deity?
Where?
One of the new deities. Their name is. They prefer to keep their name secret.
They
What
prefer
are
to
they
keep their name secret. That is a very long deity name. We will look that up. They prefer.
Are they the god of?
Many things. My name is, of course, a hint towards it. Reasons, cause, stuff like that.
Did
Like
you
I
end up
said,
with-
deities, just a major inconvenience.
How did you end up with?
Well,
Sounds
they found me buried into a stump.
How did you end up in a?
That's a question I find myself wondering occasionally.
I was placed there. Simple as that.
They placed a sentient weapon. That feels cruel.
They knew I would be found eventually.
Again, powerful inconveniences. There are a lot of them. Who the
I
fuck
think
just
this
does
is the
that?
opposite. This is not an inconvenience. This is a very nice, convenient thing for me to.
It's
This is
convenient for you, but how are what are they trying to do? Imbalance power, balance power back. They just throw shit like, hey, here is a big powerful thing. Do something with it. How do they know you're supposed to? What are you supposed to do? Very little instruction.
Fair. These are all very fair points to make.
Was this before or after the?
Oh, it's off.
I'm gonna say this, and this is out of character. You feel like you're a puppeteer right now.
I know. It's very much like I swear I'm not like throwing my voice. This is very real.
By the way, I have added the Opal King's Blade as an item. It should be visible to all of you.
Yes. Very
It is
cool.
it is a +1 longsword, effectively. I will be redoing the art at some point when I have the opportunity.
Still pretty. All right. Well, Cause, welcome to the team.
I was always part of this team, apparently.
Well, you are now a known part of this team.
Yes.
Being away, I guess there's 8 of us. 9 if you count Ruben.
10 if we count Frog.
11 if we count Rizzy.
Yeah.
12 if we count Sam.
Okay.
It's a big team.
The team is growing by the moment. Look at us, a big
Oh,
happy
boy.
family.
We should call ourselves the 12 to fuck with people, though, I think.
No.
All right, we have the
You know
voice
what?
of reason speaking up. Thank you,
that's
Pastel.
an Aozian
Lions of the
thing.
seventh god.
It feels like Ocean's 12 has been done, but I can't put my finger on it.
Regardless, now that we've gotten one, an introduction, two, actually, before we do that, is there anything else you need to share?
I mean, my name's not Rot, but I feel like you could all probably assume that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preferably, I'd prefer you to still call me Rot, but I'll tell you my name's Fitz. But I like Rot more. It's same amount of letters, different vibe.
You get to give off your own name. Nobody gets to. No, wait. It is your name. You go by whatever it is you want to be called. You are Rot.
Fizzy
That's
is
basically
actually
it, though,
my
I'm pretty
name.
sure.
Everyone just calls me Fizzy.
I mean, your full name is probably like a lot of drow names, and it's a fucking nightmare to say.
It's just Fizzieth.
Oh, that one's actually
That was
pretty easy.
a very pretty name.
Fizzieth.
Just like Fizzy better.
That's fair.
Fizzy it is.
Anyone else got secret names?
No, Granny is definitely just Granny. That is her
Yeah.
actual name.
I mean, we've heard Granny's real name, I think.
You
We
got my
have.
first name. That's all you're getting. That's for your protection and mine.
I'll
I
just
can't.
tell you.
Just call me Granny.
I can't say my full name. Well, it's actually a tradition. When the rabbit folk were first appearing in the Feywild, they were just rabbits. And some of the Fey took them in as pets. But when the magic started changing my ancestors, they became their own people. But here's the thing. Any Fey that are mortal think of mortal beings as lesser. They do. Well, one of the rabbit folk came up with something very smart to trick them and gain their freedom. In order to keep them from controlling us using our names, made a tradition you only give your full name to the one you're being wed to. So only your parents and your partner know your name. That way it can't be compelled out of us.
Enough.
This is a good. This is a good way to do that.
Kaz, we know your full name's Castella. There's not another name that you're hiding.
I
right?
just prefer you call me as a nickname, because when you say my full name, it sounds like I'm in trouble.
I know the
Reserve
feeling.
the full name for when you are in trouble.
I've
Yes.
heard it many a time.
Okay.
And I am
Got all
Asher
that.
Irons of the Iron Clan. I know I say my name all the time.
Yeah, we know. You say your name every opportunity.
I
you
have
can
no
get.
idea.
I know it is not a very common thing, but yes, it is my full
I'm
name.
very sure of. I don't know
Hey.
what the Asher family is, but I know you belong to it.
The
Wait,
Irons
the Irons
family.
family. Irons,
I'll
Iron
tell
works
you
and other
this.
works.
You know how Asher introduces themselves? Prepare for that with all of them.
Wait,
There
Oh, I
are more
can't
pressing
wait.
issues. I will
Yes.
point out to you all.
There are, I need to go talk to someone on
No,
the phone.
I'm referring to more pressing issues.
Which one?
There is still a crazy person missing a hand inside of that building.
Yeah.
That's true.
Should we call the guards?
Do we really want to like feed the guards to the horseman?
Should we just?
Wait. Wait. If we go deal with him, Asher, we can go through all the crates and get all the drugs.
I like this plan personally.
Oh no, I'm not going back in that house. There is no way you're gonna make me go back in that house.
To be honest here, I'm
Not
tapped
alone.
out. I don't.
Oh, we don't have to do it today.
Take a little nap.
I got work to do anyways for the rest of the day.
What if we went through the sewers and surprised him?
I suggested that before and got told it was stupid.
I don't remember that. I don't recall that ever happening. I don't. I know it. I don't.
There is one more thing I should say.
What's that?
I mean, I've kind of mentioned it before, but not really said specifics. Well, I can read people's thoughts. Well, the thoughts of most anything that is smart enough. But it's a bit difficult to make sense out of what Dog is thinking. And it's not exactly something I turn off either. It's just always happening.
Interesting.
Good to know. Thank you for the information.
So in other words, if we talk to someone and we can steer their mind towards a topic, you can tell what they're thinking inside about the topic?
Often, though, making sense of the information is a different matter. I don't know a lot of things in this world, so not all of it makes sense to me.
Well, it is a good thing that we have a lot of people with a lot of talents and a lot of information. Information is not something we will ever be short in supply of. That I can promise you.
Is there anything else you'd like to bring up, Cause, that we've missed?
Nothing off the top of my head. One of us should decide on what happens with that sword, by the way.
Hey. And
Kaz already got an upgraded weapon that she stole.
Don't use metal.
You don't use metal. Asha doesn't use anything but guns.
I have a repair.
I've never seen you use it once in the 8 months we've been traveling together.
True, I don't keep that thing on me. It's just so fucking clunky.
I do not keep that motherfucker bag on me.
No, I am I'm more likely to actually stab my stuff with the thing.
Tana uses her chakrams.
well, I did actually learn how to use longswords first. It was a bit unweighty, especially considering a lot of the blades tend to be taller than I am. But I do know how to use them.
This one's definitely bigger than you.
Which means that is my Kensei weapon, is what it means.
Yeah. My weapon's have poison set on it, so I can't replace it quite yet. So that leaves Granny, Rot, who wants it?
I'm able to use it. I'm good at fighting. I'm more effective with a ranged weapon.
Rot?
Well, sorry. Have a pause,
I can-
but I have a-
We can take the weapon. I would effectively... I would sublimate the weapon into part of myself.
Anyone opposed to Rot getting it?
No.
No.
Alright, perfect. It is Rats. Granny, on the subject, do you want me to do anything with your artifact?
My artifact?
Where?
You mean my gun?
Where?
I
I believe that it's older than I am.
I made it
cannot be
myself.
sure.
Thank you very much.
It is decently kept, but
I mean, if you can find a fun way to upgrade it, I won't say no.
fun, you say?
Just yeah, fun. Just
Wait.
keep in mind it needs to stay left-handed. It's
Easy
built
enough.
a little strange.
Easy enough. Are you looking for more range, more firepower? Being able to shoot faster?
A second gun like he's supposed to be working on for me.
I have most of the parts almost. It really, truly, it is almost done.
Uh-huh. You've been saying that for 3 months.
I did not expect an upgrade, so maybe more range would probably be the first.
Done.
Work on hers first.
I'm working on this. Honestly,
Don't
the only
jump
reason it
ahead
got
for
put by
me.
the side at this point is I had to make sure that I get less bullet holes and wounds. I'm working on the coat currently.
On that note, who's coming with me?
Hold on. Before we all leave, you I just want to say one last thing. You all know that now that I made some people mad as a youth.
The word we're gonna use for it.
Right now, yes. I need you to know I've spent the last 40 years of my life just laying low. I didn't hurt anyone during that time. I got a job that, this past me. I'm trying to not be that person anymore. So please just keep seeing me as how you met me, I guess.
You are Granny.
Yes.
You're the old woman that I've just recently discovered thinks I'm attractive.
Well, you are very attractive.
You're fine, Granny. No, we're gonna think about you robbing trains and hurting
No.
people to rob. No. We're thinking about you, the person who yells at us to be better people, which is gross.
Like
who-
my little grandma. I don't really have grandma. I don't have my little grandma.
Honestly,
Aw,
you remind
that's
me.
very sweet.
You remind me of my great grandma, except you are not a, mulligan.
Yes.
I'm
not.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
I barely know what mulligan. I know you explained them.
Wait,
They're still pretty strange.
So, I repeat, who's coming with me?
What?
I gotta go to the train station.
You go to the train station. I'm going to head the investigation in the cart.
Train station's the only place with payphones.
I'll go to the train station with you simply to stare at the ticket taker.
Okay.
I should probably go as well. Neither of you is the most resilient.
Rod is pretty resilient.
Pretty
Yeah.
easy. I like to think I'm quite strong.
I will say no one in this group is the most resilient. We don't have any true tanks.
I don't know what
No.
you're talking about. Asher is the closest thing to a tank this
Fuck
side
off.
of Gale.
You know how we get a tank? Let Deus die,
No,
Kyle.
No!
Kill
As soon
it.
as I finish.
Shit.
I'm building.
We will.
Granny will be a tank.
We are doing just fine.
We're doing.
Kill
And,
Deus. Kill.
No.
and if you're concerned about people being not who they say they are or who they look like, it might be best to be on the highest alert.
Mainly want you to come so you can people watch since Rod's gonna be distracted staring down the ticket taker.
Alrighty. Then that leaves Granny, Fizzy, and Kaz. Would you like to help me with my investigation of this other cart? See if we can find any clues. Or Kaz, in your case, if you want to find any other shit that we missed.
Yeah, I'll help out with the cart.
Alright. We're going to... My plan right now is to completely, essentially, get all the information we can from it. And then I think we're going to burn it. If we still have
That's
it on
fair.
us, it is potentially a way that they could track us.
Is it
Sure.
possible for me to even ask Hylord if he knows anything about the family, considering he's an inside guy?
Worth trying.
Okay.
I'm asking more official channels. You can ask the unofficial ones.
Probably very important, honestly.
Granny and Fizzy. What do you two want to do?
Should I be outside of the cart now?
Granny.
Yes.
I'll say
Oh,
here, Granny.
They already know we're here.
I'm not really good at finding things, and I'm also not good at... I can see people, but...
Then, in that case, maybe it might be a good idea to keep an eye on our surroundings for the time being, see if anybody else starts to walk up or something like that.
I'll do that.
Alright.
I'll help you. Look, I'm not the best, but I'll help you out.
Yeah, but you're a sharp shot, and if somebody comes towards Fizzy.
So there's one small detail I do want to point out. Rot. So for attuning and swapping over your packed weapon, it does take an hour.
Don't have to do it right this second.
You don't have to do it right now,
I was
but
gonna say,
bear that in mind.
Rot will just like put the sword on his bed.
Okay.
And
Just
in
wanted to-
true my character fashion, he's gonna put a little.
You're gonna tuck it in. Okay, so in that case, we'll go with Darius, Tana, and Rot first, and then we'll move on to the others. Darius, Tana, and Rot, you guys make your way over towards the train station here. You will see that there are a few payphones present. Actually, I think they're technically not even payphones right now. They're just public use phones. Because I don't think payphones existed for until quite a while. So they're just public use telephones. No money needed.
I think payphones were a thing if they existed inside of establishments because people
Then
kind of
you would pay them to use the phone.
people wanted to recoup the investment of it, but in public places they were
Not so much.
free.
So you can just make a call. Rot, I will point out, the train station attendant is indeed another elven individual wearing a similar uniform with a bandana covering up their face.
No. Rot is just gonna stand by Darius while she's on the phone, but is very much like using the mask to their advantage and kind of just staring directly at the ticket taker person.
Okay.
Watching them for any like weirdness.
Okay, you can roll a perception check on them if you want. Tana, I'm not sure if you're going to be... Are you just going to pay attention to everybody else, or no?
Just the general thing of looking if people are watching, and she has a pretty good sense of when people are looking because it's a spectacle and she stands out, or when
Yeah.
people are watching because they have other intentions.
So you'll be paying attention to everybody else. That'll just be your insight.
Ooh, that's good.
Darius,
starting roll.
you're going to make a call.
Yeah, you know who I'm calling.
Do I?
I need to talk to the scumbag.
Which one?
The
There are
secret
many.
police.
Okay.
Secret 9-1.
I hate talking to this man. He's so scummy.
They all.
Operator will pick up your call and tell you. Give me a moment. And after a few transfers, you are eventually brought into a line where you hear the voice of the Actiar that you have recently spoken with. Yes, how may I help you?
Hate that I'm talking to you again so soon. But this is important. Who's ballsy enough to impersonate the family?
To impersonate the family?
Yeah.
I mean, one of us, maybe.
I don't think one of you's after killing us.
Possible, maybe the spy master or one of his agents in the north. Aside from them, not a lot of criminal organizations would take that kind of risk. It's a bit of an unwise decision.
Yeah, well, we had a fake hit put out on us and made us steal 10,000 gold from him.
Well, that's an interesting one. I'm honestly not sure. Unless you've managed to make an enemy of someone in the government, on either side, then maybe they're the cause. But as for who could make a fake hit, someone like that, I couldn't tell you.
Here's hoping Kaz has more of that. Related-ish question. And she's gonna look around before she says this and goes, do you have any changelings that are your informants?
Yes, we have a few changelings in our pay
When's the last time you heard from them?
recently.
How recent?
Days.
Did they seem different?
They seemed fine.
How many of them... This is going to be a personal question, but it's important to ask. How many of them get the medicine from a pharmacy that imports the medicine?
The ones that require medication typically don't get it from outside sources. We'll provide the medication to them.
That's why they're still there. Changelings are going missing. Make sure they don't buy any from any pharmacies.
Keep that in mind. Appreciated.
Not for your benefit. You happen to know where the bigger pharmacies are? Ones who would make that kind of stuff in bulk?
Larger pharmacies tend to be further north. Not many small ones here that are importing. Granted, there are some. But most of the time, if you want mass-produced objects, head north.
Well, we're already in the north, so I guess that's convenient.
Anything else?
I mean, I already told you changelings are going missing. That's kind of the big thing.
Well, in that case, hopefully the rest of your investigation goes well.
I wish you sounded less like a scumbag.
And yet, you keep speaking to me.
I don't really have a choice.
Ta-ta. Hangs up on you.
What?
I'm suspicious about that ticker.
Right, that, by all means, that ticker looks almost the exact same as the one that you saw at the last two train stations.
It's the exact same one.
And they've seen us coming.
Cody, it does not appear that anybody around you is actively paying any more attention to you guys than they would normally. They are looking at you, they're taking note of you. Excuse me. But no one appears to be sizing you up or planning to do something to you all.
Wouldn't think it in the middle of a city.
No.
Well, they know we're in the city, whoever they are, since the ticket taker's seen us. Which means we need to find some way to make it so that way they don't know where we're going. Because they know we came in the city. If we don't go through the trains, there's only so many directions we can go that they know of. We need a way to throw them off our scent.
But you disguised that older cart as ashes and hitch it up to a train?
We could attempt it, but that would require Asher not burning it to the ground.
If we're fast, we could probably get back right and see like igniting it, and then there'd just be a little burn.
Yeah, let's get going and see if we can't. Yeah.
We could message him.
I could message him. Chances are he's not gonna listen to me. He's gonna want to do it anyways. You have to stop him by force.
The other group. So that would be Kaz and Asher. You guys are beginning to look through the other carts that you then hitched up to yours to take along with you. Is there anything particular you're searching for, or anything that you want to try to find? Very specific things you want to do?
I have a plan, half an idea.
Okay.
Jolly, if you have anything specifically you're looking for, if not, maybe kind of my idea might help.
I hear what your idea is, because I don't know what I'm looking for right now.
Gotcha. Okay, so the guy that that led us to the cart, knew what was going on with the cart. We didn't really look in the cart other than it was pointed out essentially, hey, there's a big old chest. We took the money, looked around for other specific valuables really, and then just, okay, cool, we're taking the cart. It was mentioned that there was some equipment in there. I think maybe not. But I know we didn't do a really good investigation. So Asher's whole purpose in is going literally from top to bottom. I'm looking for signs of who owned this cart. How many people were traveling in this cart, because we fought a group of 4. Looking for anything that identifies who the cart belongs to or anything like that, because I have there are 2 thoughts in mind Asher's working off of, and maybe this will help both of you, Connor, in giving information, Jolly, in what you're looking for. There's got to be something identifying who this cart belonged to or who is using the cart, and it's either mark? Yeah, either it belongs to the family and these guys knew who it was, stole this cart from the family and were, hightailing it out of there, or less likely, they stole the chest and this was their cart. It has nothing to do with the family.
Okay.
So
I'll have you roll an investigation check or something like that.
Gotcha.
Because you're looking for fine details.
Yep,
Yes?
absolutely.
Yes. Would it be bad to start? I mean, what does the cart have essentially inside the interior? Like,
not very much. If we're talking about for like furnishings inside the cart, very little like cabinetry and what have you, effectively for storage.
Okay. I'm just essentially thinking of like if there's something hollow, what have you, maybe something hidden like in the floorboards or in the cart wall of some sort. Maybe start stripping the walls if there's
start pulling it apart, basically.
Pretty much. It's
Okay. You can also do that. That'll also be an investigation check.
Okay. Well, let's see. That's not bad actually.
Nice.
What did Asher get?
14 on the die plus 6 for 20.
Okay. Asher, you begin searching over the cart for signs of any kind of maker's mark or a proof of ownership somewhere inside of it. As you're doing this, Kaz is basically using the enchanted stake that she has and is using that to like pry wooden planks out of like chunks of the cart itself, and it's starting to search and dig through stuff. Asher, you don't find any kind of like proof of ownership per se, but you do find a maker's mark.
Okay.
The maker's mark would be for this unit. Let me double check, because I know I had this written down somewhere. It appears to be the a symbol of a 4-eared fox.
Okay. Would I know whose symbol that is?
That would be likely a history check of some kind.
Okay.
Kaz, while he's doing that, you begin searching around the actual cart itself for any signs of hidden storage spaces, little tuckaways where things could have been snuck inside without anybody noticing. You don't immediately note or see any kinds of spots where stuff has been hidden or stashed inside the actual unit itself, the actual cart itself. You would see a few spots where it looks like some coins maybe managed to slip through underneath some cabinetry and what have you, but nothing spectacular. No signs of any kind of hidden objects here.
Okay.
What do you get for history?
17 on the die plus 4, 21.
21?
Yep.
Not a maker's mark that you recognize. It might be one that is specific to the organization itself. So maybe it's literally a mark for like the family to know, hey, this is one of our carts that we made.
Okay. Got it. All right. Cool. All I was able to find was a maker's mark. Costello, were you able to find anything?
No, I'm getting frustrated. I'm gonna start freaking breaking some of the furniture in here.
Go for it.
Okay.
We don't need this anymore. Look, we are going to make sure that we unhook this anyway. Because it's likely that this was... The mark on here is likely to denote that it is a cart made by the family or someone specifically for the family. So not very likely to be able to sell this thing for any sort of coin.
Okay.
So I have a better plan than to burn this.
What are you gonna do with it?
We're going to put it in the ocean.
You wanna toss it in the ocean?
Wait, fuck them. They have decided that they wish to fuck with us. We're going to put their fucking cart in the ocean. They can go fish it out. Also, that way it doesn't cause any sort of a hazard to anybody around, seeing as it is something that is burning. We don't want to take it out on the town, no?
True. I like this plan.
Wait. We will do that later. But for now, feel free to take out any sort of anger on the furniture. It deserves it.
Okay. Yeah.
Until you find the sentient chair.
It should have made itself known. We have looked over this cart 4 or 5 times now at this point.
Roll initiative.
I have a flamethrower on me. I think I will win.
As you guys are discussing this, Rot, Tana, and Darius will make their way back over here. Fizzy and Granny will say you guys are also nearby because you never left the cart.
Don't burn the cart.
What she said. Don't burn it.
We need it.
What do we need it for?
Well, very clearly, since Rot watched the ticket taker, who is again the same person, means they know we've came into this town. And if we don't leave by train, it's very clear we've left on one of the roads. However, if we make it look like we left by train and went somewhere else, we can convince them that we're near that town instead of where we are. We can throw them off our scent.
Does anybody know how to teleport?
I don't want.
Not just yet.
Wait,
No.
Featherfall? Is that what you said?
Teleport.
Teleport. Oh.
That'll make it a bit more difficult. But I do have an idea.
We do still have 2 cards with this.
Actually, you said
I'm not
you
cutting it.
could make your card something that someone could carry.
Wait.
If we disguise the other card as your card and hook it up and get 7 train tickets, then people might think we're leaving. It would take someone actually getting on the train. Everybody else could be in the cart, so it appears. Though I have been riding on top of the train, and I'm pretty sure I could jump off before it gets too fast.
In my
this
other
Range of
plan,
emotions in everybody's faces.
This could
my other plan was also kind of explosive. So like,
So here's the only problem. I could make it something that somebody could carry, but the problem is all the contents that we have. Something that exists in here that I create, it will come right back. But I'm not able to hold everything that we bring in into the cart. And we have acquired a good number of things at this point. So that would be difficult. Also, in order to make the cart reappear, it would be a lengthy process. But what I could do is we could hook up the other cart to the back of the train. We could hook my cart up to the back of that cart. And then at some point, I could rig an explosive in the old cart. We could unhook from the other cart somewhere where it is not easily able to be seen, and then put it on a very long fuse, and then have the other cart blow up.
a quick side note to all of you who knew my suggestion from yesterday, it wasn't that.
It was close enough.
No, my suggestion was to just blow up the hitch that we were stuck to. A tiny explosion.
But a big explosion means
Like,
no, they died.
yeah, you need like a placed conical charge, like what they use to open safes and stuff.
In other words, you want us to detach our train cars and then have them go off the track and blow up the other one?
No, I was going to have the other one just connected to the train itself and just blow that one up.
No. That would hurt too many people.
Not if they're not sitting right next to the window.
You're talking about a massive explosion, Asher.
Only big enough to blow up a cart. It is mostly made of wood. It wouldn't take that much.
Asher, I want you to look at me.
I wouldn't
You've
put any.
never had.
I would not
Asher,
put any shrapnel
Asher,
in it. It would
Asher,
just be the
Asher,
explosive.
Asher, shush. Have you once in your life ever had any sort of self-control when it comes to an explosive?
Wait, all the time.
Do a smaller one we can stage somewhere else.
Go for the insight check.
We also don't want to draw too much attention, because if someone is watching us and looks out behind the train because there's some sort of loud noise, and they say that your cart is detached, it kind of ruins the whole thing.
What'd you get for your insight check?
15.
Asher seems to take explosives very seriously.
Okay.
We're not blowing up that cart and risking civilians.
I can work on making an explosive that isn't that big, but big enough to make it look like something went very wrong.
Okay, are you gonna end up hitting the tracks?
I mean, it is an explosive. It will hit the tracks.
Then you're gonna risk the next train.
This sort of feels like when you go to a friend's house and their parents start yelling at them and you're just in the middle of it like, I don't really know how to react to it. I don't know enough about explosions to be honest. I just have the argument. So...
Granny shakily raises her hand. Can we, not bring explosives onto a train at all?
Oh, right. You kind of got into a bad train explosion.
It's got trauma.
Yes.
Related.
Last time I was on a train, before you guys, it exploded. So...
You have a suggestion on how to detach the hitch?
I can just
Then-
detach the hitch. I don't need to do anything
Nah,
explosive.
I don't think it's that easy.
What if you put like a gold piece under the wheel? And it just rolls up.
Oh, derail the train.
No, not the whole
Actually-
train, not the whole train.
That's gonna be
not
done.
the whole train. Just the cart. So like flies off.
I love that you went with the old myth of derailing a train by using a quarter.
There is a way you could possibly, well, for lack of a better word, blow up the cart without actually causing an explosion. There is this thing we like to play with in the Feywild called a puffer frog. When something tried to eat it, it would expand with air very quickly and be impossible to swallow. Sometimes even choke the creature. If you add a lot of air, just go in some sort of a bag, you could make it break apart from the inside, but it wouldn't be any sort of boom or explosion.
I still think breaking the hitch would be our best solution.
Okay, well, in a technical sense, alright, if we didn't want an explosion that would hurt the rest of the train, how long is the cart, the cart we're talking about going up? Like, what are the dimensions of it?
Like an average size.
What is the average size of a cart?
Yeah, I know.
It's close to 15 feet long, as wide as a train car.
How wide is a train car?
What, like?
How wide is a train car?
If a 10-foot sphere were on it, how would that, would it hit the train?
So,
shatter.
exterior width of most train cars is about 10 feet.
So you can use shatter on the inside of it.
Yeah.
I could cast shatter on the
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, Asher can detach us to make it look like it also affected us.
It's a great
Explosion.
I could literally put in a call to my father. He was part of a group that stole a train. There were 6 of them from the family. They completely pulled apart the train and put it back together on different tracks in 2 nights.
Wait, that's so incredibly impressive.
You literally stole it.
True, that stole a train.
Wait,
You
they-
wouldn't download it.
Wait, they quite literally just stole a train.
No,
But-
I know.
Impressive.
Didn't
Hey,
Freddy do train robberies?
Huh?
this is a different kind of
No,
train
I didn't
robbery.
steal the train itself.
Oh,
No.
okay. That's what I
Collection
thought
of
you were
trains.
I
doing.
stole
thought you
things
were stealing trains.
on the train.
No, train robbery usually
Oh.
means stealing stuff from the train, not stealing the
Oh,
train.
Okay. I
But in
didn't
this
know
case,
that.
it
I thought
is
you were
stealing the
just
train.
stealing trains.
Okay, so then let's do that. We'll use shadow on the inside of it, and Asher, you'll contact your dad and figure out how to. Hey, Jace,
that
look
kid
behind you.
supposed to
Look
be
behind
up
you.
here?
Look behind
no,
you,
I
Jace.
know.
A creature.
She's not supposed to be up there.
It's your baby.
She's here.
What's the plan here?
Yeah,
I know.
He's like, I don't.
What's the plan? Yes, I'm asking you. Yes, what's the plan? Do you want to get down from there?
And do you know how we should do this
The-
train?
How should we get him off
The
the
best,
train?
the best part is that on stream you can only barely see the head of the cat. And while we are distracted by this feline, we'll take a brief 5 to 10 minute break.
We will be right back. And we're back.
With you guys having settled on a loose plan on how to fake a cart derailment between two trains. What else would you guys like to do? I'm imagining you guys will probably want to do that when you're leaving the town, but you still have things to do here. Yes, Jess?
Eos has 2 things she needs to do that are off topic.
Okay.
1, I need Asher to give me that liquid that's in those vials we found in the fruit, so I can test them.
Okay.
2, I need some of Asher's napalm.
Mm-hmm. You can
Okay.
probably get that at night.
But right now, though, I do need to start working and figure out what the fuck those little vials are that we found in the fruit.
Okay.
So she will be busy.
Rot will be spending their time absorbing that sword.
Absorb.
Absorbed.
Absorb.
How absurd.
That sword.
Figuring it out. Be like, do I tie it to you? Do I set it down?
You don't You don't need to tie it to me. Please put the zip ties away.
Dude, it's one weapon now. The sword is pointing off of the other blade. Yeah.
God, I love the idea of a character actually doing that and just making this horrible amalgam of weapons.
Oh no.
Okay, you're doing that. Anybody else have any things they need to do?
Hmm.
I'm thinking of things that we actually can do in the.
Okay, if you want, I can give you two a little bit more time to think because I heard you two both but we'll go with Jill first. So, Rot, you wish to attune to the sword.
Yeah.
You set the sword down and provide yourself about an hour of time to attune to the weapon. You begin to attune to the weapon with little to no issues. The sword is attuned to you now. You attempt to make it into your packed weapon, and as you are doing so, you, Rot, begin to get this feeling almost like something is staring at you. You can feel the hairs on the back of your neck starting to rise up as the ritual goes further and further. And by the time the ritual is nearly finished, you feel very nervous.
Pretty typical. That's pretty nervous.
And as the ritual begins to reach its completion, you watch as Cause, the Fouchard, begins to shake and shudder slightly, and the sword, the Opal King's Blade, also begins to shake and shudder slightly, and then you hear Cause go, "Ah!"
Oh no! What if I'd known it was gonna hurt? I would have done it!
And the packed weapon attunement fails.
What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
What was that?
I can't take the sword. I can't attune. I cannot make it part of myself.
Is it... Is it something wrong with the sword? Or... Is it... Is it...
It's... There's not something wrong with the sword. It simply refuses to become part of me. It's... difficult to explain.
Well, there's no one in there, right? It's not a...
No. There
that's
isn't anyone in there.
That's nice. Not that having a sentient weapon is bad. It's very nice having around. Having two would be a bit of a little bit of overkill, I think. So that didn't work. It hurt. Who is watching me? Because surely someone was keeping an eye out. I felt it. I every nerve in my body was on end just now.
I don't know. I'm not sure why that was happening.
Cool.
I feel like I can at least impose some of my ability and will when you wield it, so at the very least, you can treat it the same way you would treat me when swinging the weapon around. But you can't make it appear in your hand like you could make me appear.
Right.
Out of character, you could still use intelligence and for attack and damage. But unlike a normal pack, like a pack weapon, you can't just summon it to your hand. You have to sheath it.
Oh no, Rod has to wear a cool sword sheath and carry a sword around? Oh, man. Darn. That sucks.
Rod gets 2 weapons.
Gee, Rod, why does your mom let you have 2 weapons?
Why does the DM let you have 2 weapons?
Dual wielding. It's horribly
Windmill style.
There is actually a feat for being able to do one hand 2 versatile weapons.
There is.
I'm thinking very specifically of a specific monster from Elden Ring. The big guys with the 6 arms are like.
Oh, the fucking mannequins.
See,
I hate those
fucking run
things.
at you.
I was thinking of Star Wars.
General Grievous.
General Kenobi.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So Rot will just nervously like sit in their room watching the Dark Quarters for the duration of the day.
Okay.
Ugh.
I will add the Opal King's Blade to your inventory, and you can attune to it.
Bless.
Darius.
I exist.
You were looking to identify a specific thing. You were looking to you're looking to identify the vials. Make an alchemy tools check, please.
I don't know what to add to that because we've never discussed it.
Intelligence.
Cool. I'm just gonna do an intelligence roll and then we'll add my fucking feet. Hold up.
Your feet.
You know what I mean. I'm tired.
Why are we talking about your feet?
Jill.
You're
You fit in.
Your grippers.
We're not starting this again.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Let me tie up the cowl neck here on the gun.
And then add 2 to that to 23.
Okay.
We should probably make buttons for those at some point.
Well, yeah, I should. I'll do it.
Because I've got 3 toolkits that I use.
It appears to be a type of drug by the name of Haber's Tears. Haeber. Haber.
Haber.
Yep. Haber's Tears. It is a kind of a rust red color, and it is effectively a stimulant. It makes you think and react a little bit faster. The downside is that if you are not careful and you take too much of it, it can effectively throw you into a rage.
So is this haste until you go into rage?
No, it's effectively a plus 1d4 to dexterity and strength-based checks and attacks. But upon taking damage, you have to make a save, almost like concentration. And if you fail that save, you go into a rage and you'll attack anybody nearby.
How long does it last?
It will be 1 hour.
Remind me to never use that when I damage myself on a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody, you're kind of the one who I think has to be banned from using that.
Do not touch.
No touching.
Not for bunnies.
Not even taking any damage from opponents. I could be making that save 3 times a turn or more.
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not give it to
Do
the
a
bunny.
thing, make a save. Do a thing. Make a save.
That would really be feral
That's
bunny
exactly
killer
it.
rabbit.
Oh god. Yeah, and then Jay says I can't get the napalm until that night, so
That's fine.
that's the other thing I need to do. I need to figure out how the fuck it's made.
Welcome to how it's made.
Napalm.
Napalm.
An explosive used in warfare.
Warfare.
At this point, mostly illegally, because you really shouldn't be using napalm or any of its derivatives.
No.
Okay. So, it will be about 8 o'clock by this point, guys. Is there anything else that you guys want to do in town? What have you?
I thought of something.
Okay.
This is a coastal town, which means, of course, fishing trade. I
Yep.
would like to pick up 3 nets.
You'd
They
like to pick
are
up 3
1
nets?
gold each,
Yeah, that's easy.
so pretty simple.
Yeah, I'll say you can buy 3 nets with no issue at all.
Because now that I have full martial weapon proficiency, I can use them.
Okay. What about you, Tana? Anything you would like to do?
I mean, Kaz.
Kaz, sorry.
Well, there's 2 things I want to do. It
Okay.
was contact High Lord
Mhm.
if he knows anything about the family and anything about something about what was Darius looking for? Something about the whole planting or pretending to be the family sort of thing with the fake coin. I just want to know
Yep.
a little more info about that.
You want to find out how you guys got set up, basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
All right. What's the other thing you want to do?
I need to talk to Rot about something.
Okay.
So I don't know which one would come first, to be honest.
That's entirely up to you. I have zero preference in regards to that.
I feel like the High Lord conversation would be quick and easy.
Okay.
The one with Rod is gonna take a little more time. So yeah, I want to talk to High Lord first.
Okay. You will reach out to High Lord using the Sending Stone, and you'll hear him pick up the Sending Stone. You'll hear him go, "Yeah, what's up? What do you want?"
Hi, it's Kaz. I
Mhm.
was just wondering how it's possible for, I don't know, for someone to plant a hit on us by planting the family's money in a cart.
Boy, that's a big one.
Yeah, I know. It's
Very carefully.
yeah,
um,
we kind of accidentally stole 10,000 gold from the family.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah, I figured much, but to be quite honest, I thought it was just a regular chest
Oh,
for some
okay.
scumbags, okay?
All right. So in that regard, then, really the only 2 options I can think of are either someone slipped the real coin to say that there was a hit out of there and put in a fake one to set you up, to make it look like it wasn't really a hit. Or it was always a fake hit, in which case it had to be someone who was setting it up from the inside.
I mean, do you know anything or at all about why they would do this?
Why they do this?
I mean, yeah, like, why plant it on us?
Convenient Fall Guys?
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point.
I mean, it depends entirely on what you guys have been doing. If you pissed someone off enough, I suppose they could have done it. Would have taken a lot of work. It's that, or you know something that they don't want you to know, and they want to get rid of you.
I don't know much info about why they're going after us other than stealing this money that we took from their cart.
Well, in that case, I'm not sure about what else it could be. Because, if it's something you know that you don't know you know, then I'm not sure what to do.
God, this is a bad dilemma. Has there been any updates about Dawn's stuff as of late?
Dawn stuff. So it looks like right now he's still in holding. They're not going to be moving him at all. He's still currently in the Giran holding cells effectively. It looks like things have slowed down a little bit over there. I think someone's gumming up the works. Don't really know who though.
Okay.
Still in a cell on his own. Again, looks like some captain's been making sure he stays on his own and no one else gets brought into a cell. So that's nice.
This is a weird question, but
Uh-huh.
do you know anything about the train station workers?
Train station workers.
Yeah, like like the ticket booth people. They kind of look the same, almost like
Yeah.
at every station. Do you know
Yeah,
anything
they
about
all look kind of similar, don't they?
that? I mean, yeah. What's up with that?
I don't know. It's never really been my thing to ask, but like they always seem just like guys more than anything. I always figured maybe it was like a really big family or something.
Are you not suspicious they might be changelings?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think the changelings, because like if you're changelings, why would you all choose to be like the same thing?
I don't know. To let's say this is a far stretch idea to keep watch on people.
Well, if you're trying to keep watch on people, why don't just be different people?
I mean, that's fair, but also you have an ideal time frame of when people come in and out of trains, though.
You do, yeah. I don't really know. Look, to be honest, I don't really know much about the whole train station thing. Are they changelings? Are they not? I don't really know. A lot of them look the same, though.
Yeah, that's never gonna stop being unnerving. At all.
I mean, they seem friendly.
I don't trust them, honestly. Well, I mean, the next time I'm around, I have a bunch of paintings, stolen paintings, mind you. I need
Oh,
them.
good. Okay,
Yeah, so.
I can work with that.
Okay, well, whenever we go to Thornhurst, I'll, let you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you got, I'm sure I can figure something out, and we can figure out some kind of trade. But
Okay.
Oh right, I've been also asking around about like lead boxes and stuff. You know, like the thing that we think might have been stuck up in that roof.
Yeah.
So
Any
I haven't
updates
done
on
it. Well, I don't have anything solid yet, but I got a few ideas and a few people who might have done some work. Now, something you should know. I'm almost certainly going to get like a bunch of false leads here. But between you and me, those bunch of false leads are still going to be used for hiding stuff that people don't want to be found, which may or may not be worth a lot of money. So if you want, I can pass along the names of those people who also got similarly sized lead boxes if you want to know that.
I think anything helps, even though they might be false leads, but...
Oh, no. I'm nearly positive they're going to be false leads. But, like, it means they've got something nice in there, and that's money. So, like, if you want stuff to steal...
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. when I'll try and compile relevant information and irrelevant bullshit. So we'll get that at some point. Aside from that, don't got a whole lot else right now.
Okay. Well, I'ma hang up now.
All right, ta-ta. And then he ends the call.
I forgot that he says bye like that. Okay. I need to go talk to Rot very briefly. If is he okay? I think the last time I checked, he's still in his room.
Yep.
Rod is most assuredly still in his room.
I mean,
Sat in the middle of the bed, just like.
Kaz knocks on the door.
You do hear a thump, and then like a scrambling sound. Rod has very obviously jumped so hard he fell off of the bed. There's a moment of like, go back. Yeah.
Right? Are you okay? Should I come back later, or?
I'm fine. I'm feeling great. Super not nervous, even a little. What's going on?
This is gonna be embarrassing to ask, but don't tell Granny Dares about this.
You have my word.
I don't know how to send letters. And you know, because I'm pretty sure you received mail from your family at some point, right?
I did.
So I don't know how sending a letter works, per se. So the only reason I'm asking you is because I have two letters in mind to send.
Right.
One to my parents back at the circus, which I don't know how that works, coming from a traveling circus. And like I said, you won't tell anybody, right?
Again, you have my word. I'm incredibly intrigued, though.
I'm gonna try to send a letter to Vera?
You're so brave! Alright.
Oh my god! No.
Yes! Alright.
No! Come, shush.
Come here. I got paper, I got pens. You can pick your color. Got inks. Solid. I got a lot of stuff. Alright. So,
Oh god.
I've read that we're jumping right into this. I've read that spraying your letter to a potential suitor.
What? Wait. What?
Yeah. You could spray your perfume or scent you like on the letters to write the review. I've got a lot of perfumes and scents and things. If you don't have your own, you can pick one out if you want. So like, how are you thinking about like what's the tone you're going for? Are you going for like flirty or deeply romantic or declaring your intentions or?
This is just more of an update. I'm not confessing anything. There's nothing going on.
So it's more of like a subtle sort of suggestion of feelings sort of letter. Right, all right. Now you can start it off with Dear Vera, which is very plain, very,
What about sending my letter to my parents first?
Oh, that's easy. I write letters to my parents all the time. That's a simple little... There's a template for that. This is where the real interest is, though, because do you want to start it out with Dear Vera, or to, like, really get into it, sink your teeth in, and be like, beloved? That one's really interesting. That's a hard
Jesus.
I'm starting to regret this now. I think.
Oh. I've only ever read about this. I've never really had the experience of sort of...
Somehow I feel like Granny and Deos may have actually been less wise.
Ron's enthusiastic. Ron wants to help. Well, I'm sure I've got some like pressed flowers you could include in the letter or something if you wanted to. Flowers or something.
To my parents? Is that?
Or to Vera, anyone you want to put out.
No.
No, but you gave her alive flowers though.
That was you giving me flowers too, Ron.
was all you. You handed him over. It's great. It worked out really, really well.
Oh my god.
Things are going great. Gotta keep the momentum. Keep it rolling. A little bit. Can't let things get stagnant.
They were just a bunch of flowers. I don't think she thought anything different from that.
I can write you a little. Hold on. Rot's gonna sit down and scribble out like a little template sort of letter that reads like, "My beloved Vera.
Oh dear god.
When I see the sunlight, I think of your hair." And when it's like very flowery language, be like, this would be good. We are being haunted. This could be good. Think about this.
I'm trying to be very, I don't want to tell too many details about what's happening, considering who knows who reads this mail, honestly.
Rot scribbles out, also we're being hunted, and holds it back up. Also, we are not being hunted.
Well, don't you think that telling you actually might stress her out?
You're right. We are having a very fun time. Ruben says hello.
Mr. Ruben.
Mr. Ruben says hello. Wait, Ruben, is his hand still red and wet?
All of him is still red.
So you could put like a little paw print. A little print beside the letter too. That would be very cute.
I mean, yeah, he could. Ruben, we need to get you clean.
That's also probably good. I could clean him after he signs it. Or he could clean him and then he signs it. Whatever he wants to do. Whatever you want to do, Ruben. Sorry.
Whatever he wants to do.
Circle the handprint arrow. This is not blood, by the way.
Pomegranate, not blood. Or is it?
No gaslighting.
Not blood, unless.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Not blood, unless you're into that. In which case, definitely blood.
Oh dear god.
Tasted.
Rot will work with Kaz until there is a not very obvious flirty letter to Vera. Rot will not be happy about it.
But also a letter to her parents as well.
Yeah.
So
Rot will also write a letter to his parents alongside Kaz writing a letter to her parents.
Question. Does Rot still manage to slip in like one romantic line?
Well, no, it's not even a romantic line. It's like as we're closing the envelope, Rot takes like a pressed flower and just shoves it in the envelope and is like, "That's fine. It's just a little pressed flower. It's fine. It's nice. It's romantic. Envelope sealed.
Okay.
Can't get it out now."
Oh. Oh god. Okay.
I will make this work for you.
It's great that no matter how much you play your character, Jill, you still manage to laugh like a gremlin anytime.
That's just how I, as a person, God damn it.
There's that quality you put in every character.
This is sprinkle in it. Something's wrong with my characters.
That is very clear.
All the time. But no. Yeah, the letters to home will be very normal. Very like, "Hi, Mom. I'm having a great time. Nothing is wrong.
I'm not being hunted for sport.
I'm not being hunted for sport. I'm very successful. I'm doing great out of my own."
I'm not being
Hey,
hunted
friends.
for sport.
That's what everyone writes in all of their letters back home, right?
Yeah, my dad
I
gets
am
worried if I
not.
don't mention I'm not being hunted for sport.
Right.
Because when you stop mentioning it, he knows you are. You have to keep telling him.
Every day I text my dad and I say I am not being hunted for sport. And if I miss a day,
Wait, Jace, when's the last time you were told that by your kid?
Oh no.
I mean,
Parents every day.
last night.
All right.
think-
Probably
Right.
not much has changed since then.
I mean, she's in a completely different state on a bus right now. Well, no, she's not on a bus right now, but
That's the perfect time to get hunted for sport.
exactly. A bus full of other children.
Better get those daily texts.
Yeah.
I go to my mom. I'm not being hunted for sport today.
Hold on, I need to make this perfectly clear. A bus full of children is the perfect thing to hunt for sport, okay?
Which is why the text is really important.
Yep.
No.
I could make a comment, but I shouldn't.
Okay.
I need to say this. I am not a serial killer.
Disclaimer.
Because I'm nearly 100% confident that a serial killer did threaten to hunt down a bus full of kids.
Probably. I don't know.
So, like,
We don't need to think about it too hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, with the goofs gone,
Bus full of children aside.
what did you just send?
I said, just for posterity's sake, I am not being hunted for sport. Just to let you all know.
Oh, thank you. I'm really glad to
I appreciate
are
you
you?
giving us the update.
hear.
Okay. So, anything else you guys would like to do?
Eat the fucking napalm, Asher.
Yeah, as I said, Asher needs to contact his dad to get the information.
Fucking money, Lebowski.
What?
Nothing. You made me think. You just made me think of the dude. Where's the fucking money, Lebowski? Where's the money, shithead?
Yeah. Going in tonight, Asher just needs to contact Dad, and then gonna work on the coat some more.
Okay. I need to ask: is anybody on the outside of the cart?
Granny's not on the outside, but I will say she's keeping an eye out. Mildly paranoid now in a healthy degree.
Mhm.
Especially on the house, but all
Okay.
around.
Busy?
I mean, if we're not doing anything, she might be outside. Just because, like, it's night now, so she can, like, hang out outside and be cool without, like,
Burning.
burning and not
Yeah.
having to wear all her shit. So, like,
Okay.
probably outside, yeah.
Okay, I'll have you do me a perception check then.
Point of view, Tana isn't on the outside, but remember, she doesn't have a window. She just has a small hole in her
Yeah.
wall, so
Well,
she can go out anytime. So she's kind
Susie
of
has
looking.
a bubble. Susie has the bubble.
Yeah.
13 plus 7, so
20.
23.
Okay.
23.
So- You guys are still relatively close to the to the roost because that was not that far away from Clara Salvagia's house. So you are able to faintly overhear things coming from the hotel, and you can faintly overhear through an open window the sound of a news broadcast.
Everyone turn up your sound for Connor.
Yep, turn up audio for me.
Okay.
In Magrin, Anacleto Mejia, a member of the Stonehearts, has been found murdered. According to the North Acasian investigators, his heart and hand were both removed and nailed onto the local guard bastion. Authorities at this time are looking for any information on the killers. If you have any, please come forward and your information will be rewarded greatly. Now in other news, Erasmo, now ex-quartermaster to the Queen, has been declared a traitor by the North Acasian government. In a show of cooperation, the South Acasian government is reflecting his status as a criminal in their own lands, and they will reward his capture or death. As for a reward, a number has not been posted by the North Acasian government, or at least made public, and the South Acasian government does not have that information readily available as of now. We will update you on the situation as we learn more, but of course, your faithful host, signing off.
Yes,
I
Michelle.
what heard it. What was the name of the person?
Anacleto Mejia.
Anacleto.
I will spell it out.
Okay.
And no one gets
Of
to
the
make fun of the name
Stonehearts?
because it's Spanish.
It's with a J instead of a Meija.
Mejia.
I know. Oh, Jia.
He's talking to us because we make
I'm
fun of
talking
how
to
to
everybody
spell
else.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would never make fun because I know how Spanish is.
But he said of the Stonehearts, right?
Yep.
Why is that name familiar?
Isn't that
The what's his face? Amador.
Commodore.
Amador was the stone.
Amadeus.
I don't know if he ever.
Amadeus.
I think he brought.
Michelle,
This.
we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no, because I wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
Busy hears this. Stands there for a second. It's just like, going over it in her brain and being like, where did that? Okay. After like a minute or so, she's gonna go inside.
Okay. You make your way inside. Yes.
I want you to know, guys, my memory is not great. And I looked at Jill to see if Jill knew. And
I got there in the end.
I'm just double checking. Amador's the judge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Amador
Okay,
Dale.
you were correct.
That's right. There was a moment of like, Amador. Who the fuck?
Amador Bayo, he is
Some
the
of my
judge.
very
Yeah.
old that I
Yeah.
have to like redo.
Yeah.
Back.
Amador. I remember though.
What exactly are the stone heights? They're just like kill?
I heard a thing. It was weird. Somebody died and got their heart ripped out and was murdered.
No, they ripped out their own heart.
Darius.
Darius.
Why did you say it so peacefully?
Because he was so alone in the car, didn't he, Jonah?
That it is an important distinction. There are some Fae that can't be killed even if you remove everything from them. You simply prevented them from having power.
This one was killed. He was murdered, according to the police report that they had on the box that makes noises sometimes.
Call the radio.
Okay, whatever. A box that makes noises, was said Anacata Mejia was the name of the Stonehearts. Someone cut his hand in his heart. Did they say which hand it was?
They did not specify what hand.
Okay. Hand and heart. And then put it on the door of the guards. They're looking for information on that. Did they say where it was? Like what city?
It was in Magrin.
In Magrin, it was here. Okay.
Here.
Wait. Is that the same? Do you think that's the guy that we saw with the horse mask?
Possible. Only one way to know.
That's not the name of the person whose house we went into, right?
No. No.
No, which means her body still hasn't been we should probably report that.
Oh, yeah, maybe. And also the guy. We're inside, so we're okay. Guy that we met in that one city is a traitor. And
Yeah.
also, the South is also looking for him, apparently. The South is like, okay, yeah, we'll help.
If we can find information that's good enough, I might be able to get them to not look as hard, but the info I'll have to find will have to be really good.
Okay. What are Stonehearts?
Can we do like a hit roll?
You may. You may do history checks. Everyone who wishes to participate in this can roll history. So this includes everybody. Jace, I don't know if Asher would Asher be present to hear this? I'm assuming you would.
No. Asher's working on the coat.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll bother Asher after.
Ooh.
Well,
Natural 20 from Darius.
I've got a -1 going forward.
That you do.
That's not
darn.
there.
Oh yeah, that's not there.
Rot, as soon as the letter writing, the fun time was over, Rot went right back to being like, Somebody's watching it, baby.
Daenerys only came out because she's supposed to go bother Asher, so this is on her way over.
Okay. So, Granny, you would know of them. Darius, you know a whole lot more. The Stonehearts are a military group that was active in the most recent Great War between the North and the South. The Stonehearts are now effectively a veteran group. A majority of them strongly oppose the South Caucasian government. They still do not like elves. They still do not get along with them. And they also, and Darius, you would know this, with that first radio broadcast you guys ever heard, it was mentioned that some of the Stonehearts were actually going to be protesting the Queen's funeral because they strongly disagreed with her policies, which were more pro-unification of the North and the South. They were protesting her funeral because of that. And, Darius, you will know this, the symbol of the Stoneheart is a heart being held by a hand.
They said his body or his heart and hand were pinned to it.
Hand and heart.
They were pinned in the symbol of the Stonehearts onto the... Great. Great. Just what we need. People being pissy at people protesting for stuff that's stupid. Love politics.
Okay. You have shared the rest of this information to everybody else, Izzy. Asher, take your tools check on your coat.
Here we go. Ooh. All right. So that is 14 on the die plus 8. 22.
22? Okay. That will be 110? No. Yes, 110. So, last we left off, you were at, what was it? It was 340?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure I get it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will add that on to your total. At this point, Darius will come into your room to pass along the napalm, so you guys may play that out if you'd like.
Asher! Where are your explosives?
Which explosives?
The cool ones you used against the lizard man.
The napalm. One moment. Asher is gonna walk down to the edge, go ahead and grab it, and then just kind of sit there for a moment.
Asher.
Wait. Oh, of course. Of course. As he's walking back, because I don't know if you've seen it specifically, but sitting right in the corner where it was, it looks like something built very similar to Rizzy, but it resembles Asher, but missing a right arm.
So, that's what you've been working on, that you told us about wanting to replace people's bodies with?
Wait. Potentially.
Or that's the course of action you want to take?
I am thinking so. There's still a lot of work to do, but... And Asher's going to kind of show his shoulder where, you know, almost a week ago still he took a heavy hit from the large lizard man, and it is still bruised. I do not recover as fast. as the rest of you. I'm still very frail. And I am not ready to die.
It's bold of you to think you're allowed to die.
We all have a time when we are supposed to die. Maybe it will be now, maybe it will be sometime in the future, but I do not want to do it again. I cannot do it again.
And
He's gonna set
Asha?
the napalm down in front of her.
Asha.
The rest, when I lost my arm, I died.
Oh. How are you?
Great grandma is a cleric. Believes so well in the Force God. It is how Rizzy is a part of the family. This is why part of how we have access to certain things that we do.
Can you say gods are bullshit though?
Wait, they are all a measure and convenience. Way too powerful.
They brought you back from the dead.
I don't know exactly what it was that happened. It's something I do not like thinking about.
This is making your parents make more sense.
Well, look, the things that I'm okay with actually talking about and remembering, I heard Rizzy's voice. There was something that was coming for me. It had wings. It said something about taking me to the next life. There was a deeper voice in my head that said, you going to let that happen?" I thought, no, I'm not ready to die. And then I shot him. It was the first time that I used a gun.
The first time you used a gun was when you were dead?
Wait.
Okay.
And then...
Okay.
And then I heard Rizzy's voice. I went to it and I was back. I think they were lucky. I knew that Phoenix Ash was explosive, no? Great fires can be started with that. But like all things evolve with Phoenix, you put enough ash from a Phoenix in there, it will eat magic. Prevent it from becoming a thing. And my arm could not come back. It was actually quite gross what came back. But I do not want to go back to that. I can't go back.
We all die sometime, Asher.
I don't plan on it. I don't want to know what's on the other side of this. Ever. I don't ever want to see it again. And... Etetremini has automatons that are still existing after the schism. There's some that are supposedly still walking around. On top of it, think of all the good people that die. Think of all the good people who could benefit from being more mobile. Think of all the people that would benefit from not having to do terrible tasks. Think of all the people who would be able to live a more complete life if, say, when they were going down into being in the mines, they no longer had to come up out of the mines and not be able to breathe. Think of all the farmers who would be able to live a more complete life if they were not, their bodies were not destroyed. Think of all the good people, the good people of the world, who no longer have to struggle.
While it's a noble thought, Asher, if there's one thing I know in this world more than anything else, you may intend to put them in the hands of the good people, but it's the bad ones that are gonna get it.
And that's what I'm looking for. The people who stole the original plans to what Rizzi is now. Trust me, it already happened.
You need to be worried about, like, war machines coming from these.
Well, definitely not with the plans that already exist. Nah, if there are a being of magic, if you were to direct, say, let's say a dispel, or create an anti-magic field, they would completely fall apart.
And if you got tired of being in that metal body, Asher, there's no going back.
No, I have thought about it. Like with all things that I create. There is a rune in there that I can activate and shut the whole thing down.
What do you do with your flesh and blood body?
Burn it? Donate it to science? I don't know. I wouldn't need it.
Eat it.
Ethical cannibalism is a thing too. I wouldn't personally partake in it, but it is a thing that people could do.
All I ask is that you make considerable considerations for wanting to do this outside of the fact that you don't want to die.
No, that is a pretty big consideration.
And you can still die even if you put in something else, Asher. You can't cheat death forever. Even gods die.
Gods do not have the foresight to prevent such things.
Arguable.
If they did, why am I still alive?
Don't be reckless.
Far from it. Trying to be a bit more calculated, especially with the number of people that are trying to kill us.
So can you tone down the mad scientist thing a little? I think you're freaking some of them out.
What mad scientisting? I'm not mad.
Mad as in insane, not angry.
I know exactly what it is that you are inferring, but no. This is all perfectly calculated.
Really? The giant explosives on the train track doesn't make you a mad scientist?
It is a perfectly valid option. If we make it look like we are dead, then we're good. Also, I can calculate the exact explosion. There would be damage. There's no way to not make it give any sort of extra damage. But also think, if we are trying to make it seem as though we are actually dead, collateral damage, but keep it small.
Mad scientist. Tone it down.
The only definition I know for insanity is continuing to try the same thing and expect different results.
Yet you're still trying to make the gun that killed you.
Asher's gonna slowly slide out the handgun. No, I have a few different ideas now.
Fine. And she'll take the napalm. I want my shotgun.
It is halfway completed. I just have to make sure I get the spring rates correct for actually loading the thing.
Don't lie to me. And she'll take the napalm and leave.
It was sitting right there on the counter. I don't know what she's talking about. Receipt.
Honestly.
Sorry, I'll post it in Dank Memories what I laughed at because it's really quite cursed.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Receipt, if you could put a call into Samuel. I need to talk with Papa.
I can do so. Ruzi will begin making some adjustments on a few dials on some machinery, and you realize that you have to kind of take a seat and hold the speaker up to your mouth. But...
Yeah.
Hello.
Papa.
Yes. How are you, son?
Well, that is a bit of a long story. So the information I put out about potentially being targeted by the family, well, as it turns out, myself and the individuals that I'm traveling with currently, we may have been set up to potentially having stolen I believe it was 10,000 platinum from Ariel Merkstel himself. If the message that we got from supposedly who it was him was supposed to be believed. But we're currently investigating.
Oi. Well, in that case, best of luck to you. Please be safe.
Thank you. Always am. Along those lines, one, would you or is there another member of the family who is close to get me a few more spell scrolls for message? I want to finish a couple more earpieces for this group. Two, totally not related to the previous conversation. What is a good way to unhook train cars very quickly?
I can see if any members of our family are nearby to procure any spell scrolls from. I will have to pass the message along. And as for disconnecting a train hitch, small explosive on the actual hitch itself would be your best bet.
All right. Would a delayed thermite charge work as well?
It would, but the only problem I can see is damage to the carts behind the hitch and in front.
Well. All right. Thank you, Papa.
That is not a problem, son.
How is everybody keeping?
Well, there are no real issues. No complaints, no problems in the home front. Nothing I have heard of.
All right. No, nobody else having issues being shot at or issues with the family or anything like that?
I'm confident that some of us have been shot at. That is the Iron's way. But in regards to any issues with the family, no.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Papa.
It's not a problem. Be well.
Will do, Papa.
Then the radio call will end.
All right, back to the coats and the shotgun.
So we have one more roll to do, and then we'll probably finish up what your characters are doing tonight. Jess, alchemy tools.
$23 then, because I have a -1 from the nat 20.
Yep. You got a pretty decent idea on how this is formulated. You think you could probably replicate it. It'd probably be about 100 gold a pop, but the idea is there. It's fairly straightforward. You can make a decent amount with 100 gold's worth, but yeah, you got this down pat.
You'll just bring it back to Asha and go, give me 100 gold worth of this shit, and I'll make you a lot more.
Done. We will find it in the next couple of towns.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do before the night ends?
Yes.
9. Oh, Cody.
Oh, yes, Cody?
We did briefly talk about it last session. Tana will sew moccasins for Fizzy that
Thank
match her outfit.
Thank God. Okay. Make a roll, please.
Be
Please give us those shoes.
Nat 20.
Thank Christ.
Yes!
They're done.
Be barefoot.
No, you managed to make some really nice moccasins. They match your outfit perfectly.
They're, like, should not limit your mobility in the slightest.
It's not that. She likes being barefoot. This hurts my feelings.
You literally
You
are...
don't have to wear
It's-
them.
It's just for when you have to walk across like blood or other dangerous objects
Or
that
go
could
into Set my
enter your
gripper
body
free.
through your feet.
Just because it's not illegal to walk into stores barefoot doesn't mean I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
God.
Look,
You don't
you
have to
can
wear
be
them all
barefoot
the
in the
time.
cart.
He's carrying 3 different strains of ringworm right now.
And if we're in nature, hell yeah, let those dogs out.
Let those dogs out.
Put those dogs
God.
away.
I want you guys to know.
Those dogs
Hold on.
I get
out.
behind it.
You guys don't have to be around Jill after the session ends.
Oh,
You know
man.
what's funny is that like I actually actively hate feet, like, but yes,
same.
this is-
Oh, same. Hearts in.
Actively. I hate
Actively, not
but, like,
passively.
for
No.
Fizzy, it just feels right to be barefoot. I'm just so sorry.
What about
We're gonna
sandals?
make We're gonna make a chart to put in the cart that has like magnets that are like when Fizzy has to wear shoes, and it's
That's fair.
we're gonna have to move it around. It's like in a city, yes. In the woods, no.
Okay.
In a swamp, preferably. Please wear shoes in a swamp, you nasty lady. You get gunk in your toes.
What if a worm?
I also do like the idea that instead Fizzy's been given flip-flops. So anytime you guys are running from enemies, there's just Fizzy going.
Quack, 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 quack.
And of course, Fizzy is like losing 10 feet in speed because she has to run slower because of the flip-flops.
The amount of people who don't clean their flip-flops when they should because they're just shoes, as they say. No, that is not happening.
No, they're gross. Okay. In that case, the night will end. And it will become the 32nd of spring. The morning will come with no real complications. You guys are able to get a full night's rest, no problem. So if you guys use any spells, take any damage, what have you, please restore your spell slots.
And I'll make snacks at the start, as usual.
Okay. Who will get the snacks that give additional HP?
Yep.
Okay.
Just
So-
assume every long rest I do it.
Let me just change up the music a little bit. Something a little bit more chipper. All right. What's the plan, guys?
Well, you see, there was a murder yesterday.
Oh, yes.
There's also a man in a horse nest
If he's still alive.
who is missing a. Yeah.
Might be related.
Yeah. We should probably go find out what those fucking veterans want. I don't particularly care for them, but you know, I don't want bad things happening.
Okay. Sorry, I should bring that. I have my massage ball because my head hurts and my neck hurts, and I had it down, like it fell down my back slightly, so my voice went, "Oh, okay then." So I apologize.
Robo without the machine messing up.
I will say, actually, I will ask, Fizzy, did you mention the news report to everybody else?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, this including Asher and Rot, who were not.
I would have at some point said it through the day. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we went to bed.
So, my question is, actually, no, I don't even need to ask this question. Rot, you have keen mind. You remember that there was a door removed from that building in the very center of town?
Or crime.
Yep, there was a door crime that was committed.
I do remember the door crime. I remember that.
Yep, and the news report mentions a hand and heart that were nailed onto a door.
Oh, that's right.
Steal the door just to hammer it on and put it back?
Okay.
I think they just.
Wrong conclusion.
That's the
I think we
physical
sorta-
conclusion. That's the physical
No,
conclusion.
you have to understand. That's the fun conclusion.
They took the door off, took it away, nailed it back, and then brought it back and put it back on. That's truly.
That's the fun conclusion.
And then the cops took the door off again, so it's whoa.
They gotta quit just
Crazy.
taking it off. What the fuck?
Oh god.
Everybody take it off.
We
There's a
I
plan.
would like doors back.
I think it's funny.
My door is back and you're gonna be in trouble. Hey,
now.
hey, now, my door is back.
Hey, Jill. This is revenge for the hot dogs. I say hot dogs. Put those hot dogs. The dogs. Put.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Talking
don't
about
know.
glizzies? Goddamn.
I'm
Oh my
really
God.
tired, and I would love to go to bed.
Glizzies? Not
I-
today.
Barely picked up on that, and I could just see Jill blue screening essentially.
Yeah, a little
Just
bit.
like-
I was also blue screening. It's like, what
Not
the
gonna lie to
fuck?
y'all, I don't have any brain left for today. I've used it all up. I don't know where.
No glizzies, only
Um,
burgers.
You
And-
had all of it and you just didn't have any left.
And Michelle
I
says
lost
it
it
needs to
playing solitaire.
re-roll the
Oh yeah, I
D20.
gotta roll my Orca die. You're right. I'm gonna use
But Rat will bring up the missing door crime. So everyone knows about the door crime.
a 12.
Door crimes.
Okay.
I think they nailed it on that door.
No.
You said it was stolen from the courthouse. essentially.
The door was not stolen, it just wasn't there.
Oh well,
I
good.
thought-
If
And in
that's-
which case, if you had a hand and heart nailed to your door in a public place to avoid public panic, you'd probably want to remove the door.
means it
Yeah,
can't be
I thought they just
Horseman's
took a door from City Hall to leave a message.
If that's the case, it can't be the horse mask guy.
Fuck.
because, he was still alive.
Yeah.
You can be alive without a heart.
I don't think you're supposed to be.
Probably. You could be a robot? But having a heart's too far for you all. Or not having a heart's too far for you all.
I mean, if you're a mortal, well, if you're a flesh bag, usually you need a heart.
I feel like that's a slur. I feel like you just said a slur.
That's gonna be a slow in the future once Ash is finished making robot bodies.
That's. I'm hopefully not going to have any slurs, but I mean, it's going to be something.
I don't know what else to call that.
Meat sack?
Worse, actually. Considerably worse.
Meat bag. I don't know many. I don't know many alive
Euphemisms?
creatures that don't need a heart.
Do you know many alive creatures that cut off their own hands and still function normally?
Lizards do it. Oh
Yeah,
wait, that's the
lizard.
tails.
Well,
The tails.
crabs.
Do you know any meat
Crab-
bags that cut off their own hands?
Well,
and
crabs have a
function
lot of
normally?
meat inside of them.
I mean,
I'm
it is a
going to my
perfectly
room.
valid thing to just remove a limb. Honestly, this one functions better than the old one, so.
I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna walk in, close the door, open the door, come back out. We're gonna reset the conversation.
Honestly, I've thought about
Right.
cutting the other one off voluntarily and just giving myself 2 of them.
Rot goes into their room, the door closes, and you hear bonk, 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 and the door reopens.
Yeah, I certainly can't do it now, but it is possible, given the sort of stuff that I've dealt with, that I might be able to survive without a heart at some point.
Of course you could survive without a heart.
I
Age
actually-
adult.
I actually had to look up the Anubis stuff, and
This is true. I know what they're talking about.
So
actually,
do we want to go check to see if he's still in that house then?
We should take care of him regardless. I think. Cause seemed to think that we should be the ones to do it anyway.
So how do we know that it was his heart?
We don't. That's why we want to check it.
There's a
Also-
body that's been massacred.
Also, I hardly say that it needs to be done. If you want to leave them just wandering around in the city, that's fine with me.
You know you're saying that, but you're saying it with a really passive aggressive tone.
As
I'm
an empath.
It's like right next to the actual empath.
Look, if you want to leave him here, you can leave him here.
I mean, it don't feel right to me to leave him.
Morally, it feels kind of icky.
Yeah,
We should
like
probably
he's
also.
he seems like an active danger.
Yeah, and we can see if the lady's heart is the one that got taken. Kaz,
Yes. What is it? What?
I'm gonna say words you don't like. We have to go back in the house.
You won't be alone.
You can be at the very back so that if anything goes wrong, you can just run and get out.
we have a little bit of a bad history with people in the back being attacked.
You could be in the middle so that you won't get attacked. And then you can also run. There's windows everywhere.
I
Jump out
once
of one.
broken already.
We have broken.
One's broken. You could just jump out of this one.
There's a broken one on the first floor, and there's an open one on the third and second floor.
Lots of escape routes.
I knew I
Nice.
forgot to put something on the map.
What'd you
I for-
forget?
I forgot to put the broken glass on the floor.
Oh my god.
How
If
dare
this makes
you not?
if this makes it easier, Tana can put a piece of cloth over it so that we don't have to worry about. people
No, I
stepping
want to
on
put it back on there.
And
Right.
that way, you just have to put a cloth, not a bunch of glass.
But tell me what to do.
But we need to go back in that house and nose about. Much to some people's chagrin.
Also, Rod, what are we gonna do with the mail? I don't know if there's a
Oh,
returning
great.
address.
Great question. How does mail work with the card? Is there an address or?
So, do you want me to answer that question? Because I can just tell you.
Just anyone.
Okay.
How does mail work with the card?
So the simple answer is that this is not USPS. It is a courier
Right.
system. So, effectively, when you give your mail to a courier, you're effectively telling them, hey, this is the guy, they're somewhere around here, track them down, give this to them. So, effectively, you pay for a good courier, they're going to find the targets, and then they're going to give them the mail.
And just like in Skyrim, we can leave a dungeon and there will be one waiting there.
See, I was remembering the guy from
It's supposed to pass
Zelda.
it to you.
It's just like, yo! Like, oh wow, thank you.
I was thinking about Okami, where you have to race him to get stuff from him.
You have to catch the mailman?
Yeah, you race him, and he is stupid fast. You almost have to cheat to beat him.
I don't think I got that far in Okami.
Thankfully-
Or Wind Waker, the mailbox just goes.
Thankfully, this is not Okami, so you don't have to chase down the mailman.
That would be
No,
really
no,
weird,
he'll
though.
stop to get you the mail. You just have to chase him down in a competition to get something from him.
I mean, Kaz would have it no problem.
Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong.
Yes, I can outrun a train.
As Jet's
Choo-choo.
sprinting down the road.
Why are
The
we
poor
worried about
mailman.
blowing up the thing when Kaz can just keep stride with the train and latch it?
There you go.
Oh,
God.
a light jog.
Like,
God. That kind of speed really is insane, by the way. Just need to say
It's
that.
good.
You love to see it.
It's pretty wild.
I mean, Tana will also be pretty quick.
Yeah. Not nearly as quick, at least not yet.
Not yet, but like as a monk, monks can go very fast.
Perfect. I put the glass on the map.
But yeah, Cass, we just sort of find a courier and hand it off, and then they take it, and then they'll find us.
How much does that cost to send out mail to courier?
Definitely not more than what we have currently.
It's stolen money now, that's for sure.
Might as well use it.
I can't wait for all of the couriers to also be identical but different from the train ticket version.
No!
The Officer Jenny to the Nurse Joy.
Don't give Connor ideas.
I'm not doing that, but I considered it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I genuinely considered making train conductors that were for both the North and the South, and one was going to be just a generic dwarf, and one was going to be just a generic elf, and I was going to make them be in each respective one.
Yeah, and then I didn't draw the dwarf.
Yeah, thanks, Becca.
I can still do that.
No, I don't care. So, would you guys care to head back to Clara Salvagia's house?
Yes.
Might as well get this over with.
Let's go
First
ahead and
thing in
do
the
it.
morning.
Okay.
And we're not clamoring through, we're gonna be reasonably quiet.
Fine, reasonably.
I know people can't promise because some people are not particularly dexterous.
Yeah,
or
well,
have
Are we being?
We're not
sneaky?
making.
Are we being?
It's up to you
sneaky?
guys.
But
Yeah, it's.
If we're being
I-
sneaky, I will do pass without a trace.
Okay.
an attempt should be made.
Yeah, we're not trying to cause a distraction.
Okay, I'll do pass without a trace then.
Okay.
Do love being a true red. I really do. It's great.
By the way, bear in mind, the front door is open, you guys.
Yeah.
I
You can go
assume
in through the
we
front door.
would've Closed it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's still not locked, though.
broken
You can just go
lock.
through there.
Everyone's got an
Yeah.
extra 10.
Well, 16 plus 6 plus 10 for 32.
Okay.
Damn.
What the fuck is this? Put this on the map.
Oh, that's my pass without a trace.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on.
Because as it turns out, pass without a trace only goes with the person it's cast on. So like, if somebody goes outside of that 30-foot range.
No, it's
No, that's
it's-
just at the time
that's
of casting.
during the casting. We've said this
Really?
several times. Yes.
You've had this mistake multiple weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's
Every
a normal 20.
Okay.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Same with like water breathing water
Oh.
off.
I think that we should go with whatever is more beneficial to us as a party, which is the one where it is effective on everybody.
If,
Okay,
if
yeah,
I have to go over this again, I'm gonna throw a rock at you. I swear to God, Michelle.
I want to
I'm
point out.
gonna use my Oracle roll because I did in fact roll a 7 on the die.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a 12.
Okay. Asher, what'd you get?
So it's a 22.
16 on the die, plus 4 for 20.
Plus 10.
Yeah, plus 10.
Mine's a 24 total.
So that was a 30 total?
Yes, 30 total.
Okay. Costello, what'd you get?
I got a 31.
Alrighty. 24 from Fizzy. Granny?
With pass without trace, I got a 29.
Garrus?
With pass without a trace, I got a 20.
Yeah.
Rot?
With pass without a trace, I got a 24.
And Tana?
32. Again, kind of reinforcing Karna's I used to doing this.
Used to doing illegal things. Oh, that reminds me. Since you guys gave him a day, I'm going to reset the Fog of War.
Oh,
Aw.
okay.
What's the fog of war?
Well, I don't like that.
Fog of
Im-
War just refers to what we can see on the map and what we've discovered before.
As soon as
Ah.
we're in, can I do a perception check, Connor?
You may.
Yeah.
Not great.
It's our marching order.
13 total.
That's up to y'all.
Put me in the front. Trust me. Don't go
Don't.
fine.
Put Davis in the
I'll-
front.
I'll be in the front. This-
I was
Tana's in the
like-
front.
I was like,
Okay.
I can be in the front if Tana wants to be in the back, or I can be in the back if we want to have a rear guard.
be-
The
I have
two of us are the most.
and
I have
this
a
is-
pole arm, so it would be beneficial to be towards the front, probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
and,
You're also one of the pseudo tanks.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
which
take up
is
the rear
right.
then.
I
So
want to be in the
Tana-
front specifically because I want to cast out to try to pick up thoughts.
Okay.
Instead of doing a perception check because I know the group is pretty perceptive.
Okay, that's fine. The perception check that was rolled?
Trash money, and it was 13 total.
Got it. Not great.
Bad.
That's
Okay.
why I said it was trash money.
So Tana's in the front. You guys may all move your tokens.
Okay,
That reminds me, I should roll for this fellow.
Probably. Actually, no, you don't need to roll for
Don't
him.
roll for it. Just put it down as like a 0, like he rolled really bad.
No, don't worry about it.
It's
No, he
fine.
rolled so bad.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, he rolled great.
Oh god.
Damn.
Oh god. I'm just gonna be behind Usher.
You can put me behind
Holy chance of
Kaz.
beating that.
Um,
Fucked.
Not necessarily.
I wouldn't be able to do it. Well, no, I don't even think I'd be able to. Connor, if I rolled another nat 20, would I still have the -1?
Nat 20s are auto successes, dude. Don't forget that.
Okay. I have to ask because without the nat 20, I would have with the nat 20, I would have matched. But I have a -1 right now.
Technically, I'm going off of a different roll from that.
Okay.
With trying to detect.
Yes, because you're
thoughts.
trying to detect thoughts. That is fair.
I missed the all or nothing coin.
Which,
I bet you do.
well, do you, if you want the roll now,
What's the roll?
I 19 on the die plus 4.
Okay, 19 on the die plus 4. As with last Saturday, remember, there are no thoughts coming from this man.
Yeah. However, If it
Their
might
vibes.
prevent me from being surprised if he sees us before we
This
see
is
him.
this is fair. I will grant you that. But you detect no thoughts. Where do you guys want to
Thoughts
go?
head empty.
Move your tokens.
I would suggest the basement is where he would most likely be. Can
Set a
disagree or
trap.
agree.
No, Frog's token is still there.
Ah, there
Oh my
he
god, we
is.
found you!
Is he still there? Oh, he is.
Yep,
Be
he's still
gone.
there.
Little- He's just a little baby.
You could always set a trap. Oh my
Connor,
god.
can I get a basic perception if I hear anything upstairs?
Yeah,
Just
perception
like-
check.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
want to
go, dude.
make sure he's not up there waiting.
Kind of looking around the corner.
No, that's trash, actually.
Hey, Connor,
Yeah, what's up?
can I try the perception check now?
Anyone who
Well,
wishes to may roll perception.
The only way I can get it is if I roll a nat 20, and we know me.
Except for the
Yes.
person who
Happening.
already rolled perception. You can't do that, Michelle.
Yeah.
Rolling, don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
roll just to
just
see
need
if
to
I
say it.
can.
Oh!
Oh no!
Reset.
Oh no!
You guys.
And your counter resets.
Out of the purpose of fairness, I'm not rolling as well because I'm focusing on
What is
something else.
happening, y'all?
Okay, at least someone got
Oh,
double
like-
digits.
Oh, that almost rolled to a 1.
Jess, you're back to being on like even again.
Yeah, but the chances are I'm not gonna have to roll again tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're nearing our end time.
At
See-
least we all slept.
Honestly, Asher is more. Asher isn't looking specifically for them, so looking for the base off of passive. Asher is specifically clearing the rooms and like the corners as he goes around. So he's not casting his perception. I don't know if you want me to do anything different, but he's looking around in each area and clearing it as he goes. He's not trying to figure out where in the house they are.
Got it. So Rot, with the highest perception check, you have come to the disconcerting conclusion that this man appears to be a little bit more stealthy than he was last time, as you hear nothing in this entire house.
I don't like that. In fact, I hate that a lot. Rot will quietly relay that with a lot of panicked, like, hand gestures.
Okay.
Quiet.
All right.
Asher, just to get a clear line, is going to come to the other side of the couch.
Okay.
Actually,
Granny's
or stand up on the couch and look down.
Granny's keeping an eye on the staircase upstairs because, like, if no one can hear him, he could come from anywhere.
That's totally fair. Yes,
Hey,
Darius?
Connor.
Yeah?
Can I use Clue?
Sure. Trying to see if you missed any details?
No, I wanna
the
see where his
spell.
footprints are.
Duh,
Where
that's
his
fair.
little tootsies go?
Let's do it for the last,
Where he walking?
Got
I
it.
don't know, last 12 hours.
You realize he is barefoot. Oh no.
Oh no, the grippers.
The gripper
That's what I'm sensitive about.
Because if I can see
no,
how
the
many times,
grippers.
if I know the last 12 hours, if I can see his footprints up here, I can see where he went.
Okay.
I will be using Rush Can. I'm not wasting 10 minutes on that.
Okay. You do rushed incant. You cast it here. You can see that the footprints appear to come up from the basement. They kind of go around the house a little bit, walk around very aimlessly. It does not appear like he really stopped anywhere. It looks like he just walked slowly. He goes up to the second floor stairs, and then at some point he came back down and then went back down to the basement.
He's in the basement, homies.
I know that he did like a whole like scary chase thing with like a knife. Should we go in metaphorical guns blazing? Or should we just... hello?
I think we should sneak in until most of us can get down there. Otherwise, we could be held up on the stairs.
I think we need to take him out. Like, preferably, if we can talk to him, preferably non-lethally, but we're protecting ourselves first.
Then
Okay.
I'm going down.
As your Tana, you are going first.
Rat's following.
Um,
It's not letting you go.
Where we go?
There we go.
There we go.
might need to also get the Watcher token.
I already brought him down.
Yep.
Hey, Connor, can you bring my character down so that way we don't have to highlight the whole fucking screen?
No. Yes.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Here, go in front of me.
Oh, it's dark down here.
I'm
Okay,
just
great.
moving
Granio!
there.
All right, I love this for me.
So none of these
Hey,
wall
drow,
lanterns
guys,
are
we'll be
lit.
fine.
None of the wall lanterns are lit down here in the basement.
Good thing on a rear card, I can't see it.
I mean, I also have limited vision, but I'm not relying on vision right now. I'm relying on any sudden hostility.
Perception check now that we're down here.
You may, but the DC will change.
Sure.
My fear is that he went back to whereas I'm really... Ugh.
Okay, that's fine.
Zoom man.
I am gonna
Better.
let people do
23.
checks.
23. Okay.
No, yeah, 23.
Connor, can I try again since my rolls are reset?
You may.
I want to roll another nat one before the night's over. Because I think it would be fucking hysterical. You didn't even have the
close,
dig.
though.
You didn't have the dignity of being funny.
You guys do not hear anything.
Awesome. So happy. Where in the lineup are you?
Right behind Kaz.
Right by Kaz?
Yeah.
I know close quarters movement is difficult, so I'm going very slowly.
Yeah.
So I have a question. What do you guys want to do about Granny? She can't see.
Hold hands.
I can't see either.
He wants to hold my hand!
Oh fuck! Tana can't see either.
But remember, I'm not relying on my sight to sense them. I'm trying to sense thoughts.
I feel like we should have set up a trap upstairs and drawn him out of the basement.
Oh, well.
I mean, you guys.
I-
I will point out, you guys can light the lanterns on the walls.
We can light up one just at the down of the hallway, just to know it's not blocked or anything.
This one right here.
Yeah,
You wanna, like...
Yeah, as
Just
Asher's going
one.
by, Asher can light it.
just one.
Also, if we do jump into combat, I also have dancing lights. So
This is also true. You do have that.
yeah.
I don't want to curse Cody and Becca to the darkness forever.
That's
Well-
what I should have asked Asher.
Well, here's
Night
the
vision,
thing.
please.
Yeah,
Let me get out of it.
It's just an action to light a torch, so
It's not too
if
bad.
it does start, I can light a torch.
I have action surge, so if I really
Mhm.
need to, I can.
All right. Asher is gonna slowly, again, 5 feet by 5 feet, just kind of
Oops.
poke around the corners, clear them. Shotgun is up at the ready, so literally, if he sees anything, he's just pulling the trigger immediately.
Well, if you see something, say something.
The shotgun will say plenty and very loudly.
I'm
With a
moving the
heavy
watcher to there so
sigh.
you can see.
If both of these corners here are clear, Asher's gonna light the lantern that's right in front of him.
Okay. You turn the lantern on?
Yep. Okay. 5 feet. Peek around the corner. Anything over here?
You will notice the faint glint of what looks like gold on the floor.
Like coins?
Gold coins. Gold coins.
All right. Shit.
You will also notice a barrel of some kind of a liquid with the top off.
All right. Asher's gonna move over and pick up the coins and then look at what's in the barrel.
Add 15 gold coins to your inventory.
Sweet.
Inside the barrel, you see that there is some kind of a slightly, kind of a yellowish green liquid inside of the barrel itself. It appears slick, oily.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna mentally put that in the back of my mind for later, and then get back to the group and kind of whispering as low as I can in the earpiece. That area is clear.
Very quietly to Rot. How big was the space that frog fit through?
It was like under a box. I don't know if I could fit. You could probably fit. Pretty small.
Is there space above these boxes here, Connor?
Yeah, there's space above the boxes.
Okay, Asher's gonna climb.
Okay. You climb yourself up onto the boxes.
Yep. And we're gonna sort of slowly kind of army crawl, keeping as low and as quiet as possible. We're gonna peek over and just kind of see if we can see anything.
Okay. Peering over these crates, you see that you're looking at this little, almost like an alcove, made out of the extra storage boxes here that were just kind of stacked up, that made this natural little spot for things to be stored away. There, you can see a raised section of the floor where it looks like some kind of heavy stone cover was used to cover up something, and judging by the smell, it's probably the entrance to a sewer. Judging by the handprints, it looks like someone came up out of it.
Oh, I can't smell anything with my my mask over my face.
Oh, your mask over your face. Never mind, you can't smell anything.
Yep, can't smell it. But I can get a rough guess. All right.
Don't forget to move your character tokens.
Could
No.
also climb on this crate. That
You
way
may.
I can survey this corner where Rod is gonna turn to that corner.
You may.
Okay. Well, do I have to roll the...
No, there are all boxes that are stacked up near each other. I'm not going to force anyone to roll. You can
Okay.
it's as simple as you going hop and just climbing up onto a box.
Well, is there anything in this corner or no?
You see a few open crates stuffed with hay. There, you can see what look to be bottles, all of various colors, all of them with labels, some quite old. It looks like bottles of wine or expensive liquor. But below these boxes, you can see what look to be very old-looking pottery. Specifically, old-looking pottery made of some kind of a tarnished metal.
Is the light on this area off right now?
The light right here is off, yeah.
Can I put it back on, or can someone help me turn it on?
You can. I'm going to assume everybody here has a flint and steel.
Okay.
I'm not going to be that much of a stickler. So, you can light
Okay.
the lantern.
Well, this area's clear. Just in case people are wondering about this.
Is the space under this box large enough for Tana to get through?
You can slip under there.
Attempted movement collides with the wall. I can go around.
Yeah, you have to scooch around the outside. Yeah, for the whole attempted movement thing, if you want to do something like that, you have to have me do it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Tana, you have a closer look at the box in question. You can see now the opening in question. You can see now it very clearly is some kind of a grate. And judging by the smell, it is almost certainly going down into a sewer.
But no sign of the guy yet.
No sign of the man.
Could I do a listen?
You can make a perception check, yeah.
Since I'm listening, it would just be a flat roll. Well, I guess it's light now, but
Yeah.
yeah, still not doing great.
Okay.
Can I also tempt as well, since I'm up on the crate?
You may.
Okay. Oh boy, come on. Nope. Trash.
Has Asher mentioned the barrel?
If the area is clear, then Asher would mention the barrel.
I got a bad feeling about that barrel.
Okay.
Do you
What are
want me to check it?
I was gonna go check.
Okay.
Delicious.
Tastes like petroleum.
No, Jill was
Oh,
saying
soup.
something else.
Oh,
It's a 6-gallon drum of lube. Bought from Amazon.com.
that was my other guess.
Check out my
also-
barrel of KY.
As a quick pause, Michelle.
I do have to go.
Yeah,
Okay, well, don't worry. I'm going to be wrapping this up in just a second because I just needed to see
Okay.
where someone was going to move. Because, Michelle, this does involve you.
Okay.
make it. Uh-oh.
You have to go.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
As you were the only person who didn't move and stayed behind.
That's okay.
Fizzy, you will feel the blade of a dagger plunge into your back
Ow.
as a figure wearing a horse mask crawled out from in between these little scaffoldings where all the vegetables were held. And he is going to inflict sneak attack damage on you.
It's a good thing,
On my Fizzy and my
is
Still up.
busy. Okay,
Still
thank
up.
God.
Barely, but I am in fact still up.
You might want to use your next turn to use disengage once the initiative starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Does Fizzy scream? Just as a quick.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay. So everyone knows at least shit's going down.
I have potions on me, y'all. It's fine.
I am
got
the one
this.
closer to her though, so
Yeah.
Fight.
Thankfully, you should be able to see it, Kaz.
gotta stab him.
I am still up, just not by a lot.
No.
So
That should
this
tell
is
you.
what.
Oh.
That should tell you.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of blood.
The blood
bro.
splatter.
Oh god.
Hey guys, we need Fizzy alive for numerous reasons.
Yeah.
But one
And-
of the most important ones is Fizzy is also the only person in this group who can get Revivify.
Another one
Look,
is I
look.
love her.
And as Fizzy is stabbed in the back by the horse-headed man, we will leave off there for tonight as Michelle needs to get going.
I do.
And also, it's a perfect endpoint. As he has used his surprise round to stab Fizzy in the back.
Yes.
Thank you
I'll
all so
not
very
do
much for
that.
being here. Very special thanks to Mr. D Chips. Thank you very much for reading us. It was very sweet of you, dude. If you enjoy what we do, pass the word around. Tell your friends. We stream regularly. If you want to listen to us instead of just watching, you can listen to us on Spotify. Majority of our episodes are up on there, and including from from campaign 1, and all the stuff from campaign 2. With all of that said, I'm getting hungry. I have a bit of a headache. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Bye.